Good evening, everyone. Let me double check that the microphone's on. It is. Didn't unmute the wrong thing. Welcome. Hope you're all ready for some more Super Luigi U. David Ray, Christian wanted to stop by. We're going to miss you tonight, Christian, but thank you so much for the comment there, and hope you have a great night. And of course, the VODs are always up. I'm sure lots of hilarious things are probably going to happen. But David Ray, Christian, Real, Freeze King. The year of Luigi was 12 years ago. Time is cruel. Oh, Freezer King. Yes. Like, I don't know. I don't know how it's already been that long. It feels like so many, Wii U games just came out. Now here we are like a couple generations from that. Let's stop the music. Let's get the Wii U sound on. You want nostalgia? It's the Wii U menu music. I'm really happy that we're playing this on the Wii U, the OG console. When we tried out the Switch version, it has some weird differences that I just don't understand why they made them. Like, you can double tap the jump button to spin, but like you're gonna do that accidentally all the time. Just weird kind of stuff like that. But no, with the Pro Controller, it's been very fun on the Wii U. So let me just confirm all is good. You should be able to hear my voice, the Wii U in the background. And we're gonna get started. Hello, Rich. The funny thing is that the year of Luigi in 2013 and this year are both the year of the snake according to the Chinese zodiac. There you go, right? Perfect timing. We have good luck then. Hello to the Colonel. Welcome tonight. Hope you're doing very well. We're just about to get into some Mario Luigi U here. Actually, no Mario to be seen, and it's really funny to the degree that, like, I could understand them wanting to put the focus on Luigi, but the fact that Mario is nowhere to be seen in the game whatsoever is just kind of weird. And, the opening completely unchanged except for, like, his hat, on the table there. Strange stuff. Luigi is SNEC confirmed. Oh, there's that error again. I looked up 104-0170 and couldn't find out exactly what it was. It might not like that the Wii U's not hooked up to the internet or something. Not that it's needed to play some Super Luigi U. And alright, so it was brought to my attention. Oh yeah, we did like that quick save thing, which is so weird. Spot pass is on, so if anybody walks by with some puzzle pieces, we can grab them. But yes, it was brought to my attention that apparently the snow world is the fourth world and the water world is the third world. Like, let's see if I can bring up the menu, or how do you look at stuff like star coins? Yeah, we can see Frosted Glacier very clearly comes after Sparkling Waters, but blames New Super Mario Bros. Wii for doing it in the opposite order, where for some reason in that game they made the snow world the third world. So that's kind of what my mind was at. And I think when I originally played the original New Super Mario Bros. In 2012, I also did the Snow World first then. So, I mean, it gives you the choice. So technically there's not like a wrong answer. Blowing in that cartridge, Fennec. You bet. And you have a bundled version. So I have them separately. Where, I got the OG when the Wii U came out, and then I got Luigi U when it came out, and then later on I did also pick up the bundle pack. But okay, I think we're at the beginning of World 5 here. Soda Jungle. Let's go. Let's see if we can finally hit that 99 lives. So, I made a massive mistake last time by playing... Already off to a great start. There's those lives we're talking about, though. By playing... Something's got to happen if you go down here. No? 4 worlds, where I think it would have been wise to stop after 3. To my memory, I think we have like 5, 6, 7, 8, and then a special world after, right? So technically we still have like 5 worlds to go. I don't know when to jump. Okay. You get a lot more kind of a boost off the vine than the like very laid back swinging would make you think you're gonna get. And also please give me a moment to readjust. Oh, then that looks like a little more what you'd expect. Ooh. But yeah, get used to the controls again. We gotta get used to not just Mario New Super U's floaty controls, but also the... Can I go back and get that, actually? The fact that we're playing as Luigi. Like, can I break the big block with my butt? Yes. That is the second one, though. So we might have a bit of a mystery in terms of where things are hidden, which is always nice. Although in this game, it seems like hidden objects come down to one of two places. Inside a wall that you just kind of have to randomly rub against or ground pound, or an invisible block somewhere. So, you know, it's both exciting and worrying, it seems, whenever we're missing stuff. But yeah, last time we probably should have stopped after 3 worlds. The 4th one, was very clearly kind of worn out. But tonight we'll probably get another 3 done. And then I'm told that this gets really tough near the end. Now that's the cool thing too, and definitely kind of why I wanted to do 4 worlds last time, is you could see, apparently, even though I have no memory of it, I've beaten up to the end of World 4 in, like, you know, again, 12 years ago. But, again, don't remember any of it. But now we're officially in things I've never experienced before, so even in the back of my subconscious, it doesn't exist somewhere. Water is third, says Gemerald Galaxy. I mean, it's one of those things that, like, you know, if you're thinking Mario 3 terms, of course the water's third. And a lot of the other new Super games, too, like the original New Super Mario Brothers does the, you know, the water one is technically World 3, but here they give you an option, oddly enough. What do we got? You have the free bundled CD version of New SMBU and Luigi U for Wii U, because you got the Wii U for Christmas 2013, a year after it made its debut. Nice. So yeah, I got mine for Christmas 2012, and that just came with Nintendo Land. But they were already kind of starting to spit out the bundles, I guess, by 2013, you know, to try and boost those sales. Although for the Switch, oh, I never went back and got the other Dragon coin that we missed. We're gonna have to do that. I'm just having so much fun here. Who wants to kind of slow down and go and look for junk? But we'll get to that. And man, I have so many conversations I want to touch on at one time. But no, I did actually get the Odyssey bundle Christmas of 2017 for the Switch. So that actually had a bundle, like its first Christmas, where the Wii U, yeah, I don't think did, which is interesting. But I guess the Switch came out in March, right? So it makes sense that, you know, there's a little more time between that and Christmas for them to get a bundle out there. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about is last time we discovered something really interesting in this game. Please go, so I can at least do that. And that was that there are some question mark blocks which only give you a power-up if you're small. And not if... I think I saw a thing there, yes. So if I, like, stand here, something like that. But where am I going to land now? I don't trust this. And that's the end of the level. Okay, that level was surprisingly simple. And I don't know if that was ever a thing in the original New Super Mario Brothers, or like, you know, U or any of them. So that caught me off guard, was that not only are the levels tough, but like they're being mean with the power-ups. So we got to keep that in mind too. And you got your Wii U, says Freezer King. Came with 2 free games, Wind Waker and Pikmin 3 as part of the please, for the love of God, buy a Wii U. I got Pikmin 3 for free at some point. I don't even know why. Like, it's probably on the menu, right? Oh, but you can't see the home menu. It's not the Switch where I can just press the home button and we can look at the home menu. How I have forgotten just how primitive things are here. Because let's resume and not quit by accident. But yeah, I got Pikmin 3 out as part of some promotion. Nintendo just handed it out. I'm like, okay, thanks. I guess I'll take that. Yeah, they did a lot of things to try and garner some interest in the Wii U. And again, I look back at it fonder. I wish I had, you know, been more fair to it back then. But I had a lot of other stuff going on at the time. Wasn't not my most video game playing days, the early 2010s. So, as part of a lot of reasons, I didn't play the Wii U as much as I would have back in the day. And I'm certainly coming back to it now with things like this, and with, you know, we played Mario Galaxy 2 through the kind of Wii channel thing earlier this year, and I thought that was a lot of fun. Like, where am I missing things? It's a good question. Is this gonna break? Haha, okay. I think we have solved our puzzle here, or maybe not. It could be completely something else, but I think that's probably where we're going to want to go. I even missed the mushroom house up there. I'm just kind of jabber in here. Hopefully you're all enjoying it. The game is like second to just the random tangents. Not so side tangents. The game is the side tangent today. This is Andrew's History Hour, 2013 edition here. So what am I missing? Something like that. All right, now, oh, there's a Luigi guy. You know, a certain level in this world is tough. It's gonna be cool. We get to see that then. Alright, I don't know if I can solve this puzzle. We might not be able to get 100%, guys. I'm giving up on this one. Alright, now it shows a down arrow. Should I, like, go even more down? Is that a secret? Oh, look at this pipe, though! That's really suspicious. If you go up that pipe... Now, you know, it could be one of two things. There could be a secret exit here, or it could just be like, here's a room with 5 1-ups in it or something like that. In which case, I don't think it's worth using the mini mushroom. For how rare they've seemed to be, like, I think we've gotten a couple of them from overworld enemy engagements, right? But, you know, you want to save... They seem rare enough that you'd prefer to save it for a time when it's really needed. So if that's just for some 1-ups, I'd rather not waste it. How did I get that first? Sorry, I haven't looked for a second. A quick minute there, Freezer King. I'm not sure which one you're referring to. Maybe the vine, or oh, maybe because you know, I was being all sarcastic there about that Koopa Troopa part. That would make some sense. I don't know. Okay, so maybe we can actually get some good items here. Last time I was talking about how like we haven't seen a star since, so I'm just watching the star. I don't really care all that much about the 1-up. We'll just take a guess at it, see if that year of the snake pays off. I think the star is the first one. And we're just gonna skip one. We're gonna do like every other. No, I was almost gonna do this one. Oh, we almost got both. I was debating between right beside or skip one. But we got what actually matters. And yeah, so far so good. Hope you're all having a great night. Hello, Jess. Welcome. Worst part about the original Wii U version of Luigi U is that the fast-paced music always gives you anxiety. Oh, do they not speed the music up in every level? In the Switch version? You know, funny that sounds like they've made some differences there. So that should be all the star coins now. All the star coins here. And again, like, I don't think it has a secret exit. Where's the secret exit in this world? That's pretty much the gimmick, is that like every world has a secret exit. And I can't honestly tell you I remember which one it is in this. Actually, that's a thing too, is that at this point, I don't know, maybe there aren't any secret exits anymore, because you can't really skip too much further ahead. Maybe like 5 to 8? I don't know if there's any warps that take you to World 8. So we'll see what happens. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. We won't stress too much about it. Just let's listen for a second. Yeah, it is faster. You know, I'm usually talking and I don't have the TV up too loud, so I don't even think about it, but I apologize. All of you... you're getting anxiety from the music there. I can understand that being very annoying, and interesting that they did change that for. Look at all the rings up there. Or no, those aren't rings. They're just like vines hanging down, I guess. That kind of looked like this ring. Okay, now we've wasted a good 15 seconds here. Red coins never give you anything all that great. And while I was looking up there, I probably missed a million things. This looks very like it's standing out. Is this a pipe? Is this anything? Just like a weird random platform made up of individual blocks. Hopefully everything's good. I haven't checked the stream in a while. Looks like the connection's okay. See a P-switch on the ceiling. Big block. We've got these guys. Looks like there's kind of a race going on, and that is number 1. And here comes number 2, but okay, I was gonna say the P-switch running out may interfere with our ability to get it. But see, this is what we needed last time. Again, 4 worlds was pushing it a little. I'm feeling a lot better here tonight. Now, I thought something like that might happen, but at the end of the day, doesn't really matter all that much. Now we're getting kind of serious. I think we've already had a death tonight, so it's not like the no death run is going to be ruined or anything like that. Did we die in the first level? We might have. But the less deaths, the better. We want to get to that 99, like I said. Username, change check. Okay, it worked. Oh, Big Phil! Hello, yes! No longer the Colonel, but we shall remember. But thank you, Phil. Hope you're having a great night. Alright, it's Nabbit. They phoned it in on this level, says Fennec. Okay, so remember I really break this when, you know, we equip the star. So if we need to, we can always do that, but like... Oh, look, yeah, he even gets, like, the cheater's blocks. I was so fast that I actually passed him. And into the purple goo. What is the purple goo supposed to be? And why do all forests in the Mushroom Kingdom now have it? Has that ever been answered? Is it just pollution? There's like a direct sewage pipeline from Peach's castle into the river. Okay, so it's just a matter of like you gotta angle perfectly and then like need to like land on those blocks on the other side and just wait for him to show up, I guess. Because I'm so darn fast. Grape pop, says Fennec. Yeah, I haven't had grape juice. Like there's grape pop, but then there's also like grape juice, right? growing up, sometimes I'd have that. You know, there'd be like apple, orange, and grape, or like the 3 juices you would find in my house for whatever reason. But like, what is? I don't even know if there was a single grape in grape juice. It's more just like purple Kool-Aid. But all right, got another one of those guys. But yeah, grape pop. You have grape pop, orange pop, or soda, depending on who you ask. And then we're almost missing this guy over here again. Yeah, we're just so having so much fun. Purple goo was reserved for the, what world was in Mario Wonder? The slime? I couldn't answer a single question to you about Mario Wonder. It's not there. It's just like a big hole in my memory. I'm never playing an entire game in one night again. Unless it's like, you know, obviously not as long as that. Okay, well, we're not winning so hard at the one-up accumulation game here. That was a pretty good little collection there. Oh, not good on that part. And one more kind of blast. We probably ended up with like 1 or 2 after all that. Okay, fair enough. Thank you. Thank you, Richard, with the Nabbit chase there. One of your favorite memories from both versions of New Super Mario Bros. U was using the Superstars to complete the Nabbit chases because it was fun collecting 10 P acorns to help you survive 9-2. Okay, well, looks like we got something to look forward to. Can you redo, like, the Nabbits? The Nabbit chases? Or it kind of seems like once he's gone, he's gone. He'll probably come back at some point. After we beat the final, you know, the so-called final boss, something might happen. No, that's the unfortunate thing, is that, you know, the Mario games, don't really have like a true final boss. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to think of a Mario game that once you collect absolutely everything, the final boss changes in some way. There's like, I'm playing, you know, the Crash Bandicoot Game Boy Advance games right now. And the first one has like a whole kind of, you know, boss phase fight / level that you only access once you've collected all the crystals, all the gems, all the gold relics. I had at least gold relics, so maybe it has to be at least gold. I don't know if the blue would have cut it. But like, in, you know, Crash games usually have something like that. Where there's like, you know, extra levels and things. Well, I mean, I guess the extra levels is covered by just the special world. Crash 3 had those extra 5 levels. Crash 2 also had like the extra levels with the, oh wow, the really funky, you know, random warps you had to try and find. Okay, we're just inside the wall zone here. But I'm trying to think of a Mario game where, like, if you have all the stars or all the things and you go back and refight the final boss, it's a little different, maybe a little more difficult. Has like an extra phase or something. Maybe you get like, you know, an extra splash screen after you beat it, but that's about it. All right, it's Boom Boom time again. You need to complete all 7 Nabbit chases before he rotates. Yeah, something like that sounds familiar. Thanks for the memory there. Okay. Like, I can understand being able to cheese that fight so bad in an NES game, but you figure they'd make it a little more difficult in the modern day, like not allowing you to get such consecutive hits like that, but apparently not. Closest I can think of is Mario Odyssey when you control Bowser a second time in the final level. Hello, Traymon. I'm trying to remember that. I do have 99 moons in Odyssey, and again, that's another one where, like, how has it already been 8 years? I might have done something like that. But that's cool that they add a little extra in there. But okie dokie. Let's move on to the spooky area in the Soda Jungle. We're almost at the level that almost got me banned from the Miiverse, and we'll see how it differs in Super Luigi U here. Boo's favorite something. See a shining glow from on top the door here. Do they make you go back in the door that you went through? This is officially not a Super Mario World ROM hack where going back in a pipe that you came out is all the rage. And I definitely see what's going on in the rafters here. So that's one. Oh yeah, so speaking of which, I was asking earlier about secret exits, and of course there's a secret exit, because that relates to me almost getting banned from the Miiverse. How could I forget? Now, there was kind of a gap, obviously, here. And that usually indicates that there's an invisible block. So, what are we doing now? No! So there's a big kind of gap to the right there with some coins. We might as well use an item since we're pretty much bursting with them anyway. What do you feel, like a propeller hat? I forget if we ever got an answer to if there's any reason to use the propeller hat over the acorn. Maybe you get like a little extra height? Ah, it says Panic. You almost got banned from what now? Well, that's the story we're gonna tell. Once we... What is this going to be? See, no power-up because we already have one. The most unfair thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you get more height with the propeller than you do the acorn. It's probably also like a little bit faster of an ascension there. See how you can tell right here that where there's no coin? There's a trick like that, I think in Mario 3, one of the levels. It's a 1-up. Where they put a line of coins like that. And if you jump like, you know, where the one's missing, it's an invisible block. So, something like this. Yeah, like, there you go. And look at Luigi! In the old photo there. Old family photo. It says Luigi's childhood home. And is that going to be a secret exit? Or is that like just the normal exit? It is a secret exit. Now, I don't recall this being the level... Oh no, it's not that it was a secret... So we actually completely lucked out. Because now I'm thinking that, no, it wasn't the secret exit that almost got me banned. It's just the normal exit. Had like a bit of a puzzle to it, I think. In the OG. So yes, there you go. And that's probably going to take us to Cloudland. Perfect. We got very lucky there. But then we would have known something was up because we were missing one of the... We would have been missing one of the star coins anyway. I guess we have to go back and get the normal exit now. I think the star coins are not a problem to find at all in New Super Mario Bros. U. Yeah, I can't think of any time in like the original or really any New Super Mario Bros. Game where I was overly that stumped with a star coin. They can usually be found by, you know, a little bit of hunting around. And yeah, this propeller suit was definitely the right choice for this level. A little bit unfair, but I'll take it. Is that the door? Yes, it's the door. Like, what the heck was I supposed to do about that? And we got the old floaty block here. And that's it? And I guess we jumped far enough that... Again, one thing I'm so thankful for is that whole gold flag thing hadn't started by this point. That is just so uninteresting, I find. Having to worry about getting to the top of the flagpole. Then you screw it up, you just have to replay the whole level again. That's no fun. Miiverse was the best kind of bad, says Freezer King. Alright, well, we're not going to get to that story yet. Because we got to climb this vine and do this level from the looks of it. Again, this will probably connect to World 7 over there somewhere. Soda Jungle dash Parabeetle. Parabeetle Parade. Sounding a little bit like Mario 3 here slash level E-Reader level 10. Always up for an E-Reader level crossover. I like how it's just a freebie 1-up. They're like, you are going to die in this level. And yeah, here you go. Infinite tries, essentially. Is this going to be nothing? Oh, it actually is an acorn. Do I need to keep the buttons pressed? Maybe they only stay up when the P-switch is running? Otherwise, I'm not sure. Like, maybe it's just to, you know, get more money? Okay, let me concentrate here for a second. Can I, like, bust this guy? Yes, we can. That's the first one. We got the red coins. So, I was expecting to have a lot more trouble controlling Luigi. Are the red coins? What is that? Okay, okay. Well, I mean, I don't really need the P-switch unless it turns out that, like, one of the star coins can't be grabbed. Well, I guess we're not getting that? Like... Yes! 99 lives, everybody! Always use a walkthrough to help you find all the star coins because some of them were well hidden really well and you want to find them all to complete the game. But there's a lot of fun too in like playing the level 20 times and then when you finally find it, it's like the best feeling. But alright, the Parabeetle level might have been the first try there. How did I get out of that, David Ray? We'll be asking ourselves that for years. But no, I am shocked that I was able to grab that that last star coin there and somehow escape. I mean, I guess it wasn't unscathed. Well, yeah, because, you know, we lost the initial acorn, but then over, you know, after that, somehow we acrobated our way to success. So this is the level that almost got me banned from the Miiverse, because in the original game, there is a, I forget exactly how it works, but like you have to find a secret in order to reach the end. It's not just a straightforward level. Maybe it loops or something like that. So we'll see if it does kind of something similar here. But after I found the secret, I went and posted about it on the Miiverse, but I didn't tag it as a, okay, well, I almost missed that, but we got kind of lucky. But I didn't tag it as a spoiler, so Nintendo was busting my butt over that. They're like, oh, don't post, you know, game secrets and stuff without marking it as a spoiler. This is your official warning. And that warning that I got in like late 2012 stayed on my Miiverse inbox. Like every single time I went to the Miiverse and looked at notifications, freaking Wii U's life, that would come up and remind me of the shame of posting secrets about New Super Mario Bros. U back in 2012. It never went away. My account forever tainted. I have the screenshot somewhere. If I find the screenshot, I will post it to the Discord server. But again, that was 2012, so like I know I have it. It's in probably a folder titled who knows what, but I will definitely share it. And yeah, just like every time I went on the Miiverse, that was my reminder that, you know, I was being shamed by Nintendo. You know, I tried to get a job at Nintendo, and they'd go, "Oh yeah, but your Miiverse account got a warning back in 2012." Okay, so what did I do wrong last time? Somewhere along the way we screwed up. Where's the third one? It's still coming up, hopefully. There it is. Of course what you have to do is a wall jump, and his pinky toe accidentally touched a bit of the purple soda there. Well, I think it's still mind-blowing to this day that Nintendo ever created their own social media. Like, what did they think was gonna come out of that? And yeah, I mean, kudos to them for doing it, and I think it's pretty neat that they did. But I'm surprised with how... Because the interesting thing about the Wii U is you can actually add friends back then, right? Without knowing their friend code. Like, you know, you could add just their user... okay. It's one of those situations now where you do really well the first time, and then, like, in subsequent tries, you're not paying as much attention. You start screwing up in dumb ways. Gotta get back to 99 lives. But back, you know, on the Switch now, you can't even add friends again without knowing their friend code, where the Wii U, it's like they actually tried to modernize a bit, because one of our big complaints always with the Wii was like, wow, you know, Nintendo's for babies. You have to have this code to add people. It's not like Xbox or PlayStation where you just need to know their username. So to Nintendo's massive credit, and I don't think they get credit for this often enough, they actually tried to kind of enter the modern age in that way. You know, on the Wii U, you could just add people through their username, and, you know, you could communicate through the Miiverse and stuff. It was actually really neat. And then somehow on the Switch, they went back to friend codes again. So, you know, they somehow went backwards in that regard. So, you know, credit to them, even if it was a, you know, they had to do what they had to do in terms of moderation. Okay, Luigi goes so far. I think we're going to go off the red pipe to the yellow pipe, back to the red pipe. Kind of a weird, janky area here. This would all be solved if I just equipped the acorn, but we're not going to do that yet. You touched the grape Coca-Cola, says General Galaxy. Yes. Luigi is allergic to grapes. I mean, I guess all the Mario Brothers and maybe every resident of the Mushroom Kingdom has some sort of allergy to grape, it would seem. Okay, we got it this time in the, you know, creepy, abstract background level. Let's just take our time here. Which, like, we can't really, because of the whole time limit, but if I'm standing on this, we should be fine, right? Yes. Okay, so we're gonna let this guy go by. Kind of clip the top of our hat there, but not the end of the world. So I'm gonna stand here. We're gonna do this to this. Yeah, see, that's not, and that's okay. So there's a red pipe up in the ceiling. That's we probably have to enter for some reason. is, again, in the original New Super Mario Bros. U, there's a trick to this level. Where, like, you have to go into a certain pipe for some reason. So I'm going to go back and just invest. Yeah, exactly. Because it just loops you back. So you have to find a secret exit to truly beat this level. Hey! Thank you so much, David, for the subscription there. Hope you're enjoying the stream and having an excellent night. I need to change that text. It's hard to... I don't know how I just jump between those guys. See the names a little bit. I'm not sure why. Or maybe it's just on my end it looked a little weird. What color do you think would look better for the, the username text there? But thanks again for the subscription. And host, everyone who's watching tonight, appreciate you joining and hope you're having some fun. We had a really strong start here, but I'm starting to play kind of dumb. That's it. The 10 minutes in, the fatigue's hitting. So see, I think what we need to do is we need to jump on top of this swinging pipe, and we can probably reach that red one that we saw. That's probably the trick. Okay, maybe it's not that one. Maybe it's this pipe. We've got to jump on top of. Because, yeah, that should work, I think. I just wanted to beat the level. I mean, we have to beat it both ways anyway for, like, true completion. So will this lead us to the secret exit, or is there more to it? Look at that! Someone's painting Luigi there. Did the brushes actually move a little bit when I ground pounded? No, that was the yellow chunks coming out of the ground after we hit it. Okie dokie. So we'll still... No, so I can't see that message anymore because you can't even, like, access the Miiverse. So that's the one good thing about it shutting down, is no longer is my tainted record available for view. But no, it's just silly, and it never bothered me, but it's just like I couldn't believe it that, like, wow, really, this thing's on my account now forever because of like one thing that I did back then, and was, oh my god, posted about a Mario game I'm playing. Stop the freaking presses. But all right, what do we got going on now? We've seen these guys back in World 2. Usually Oh! I was gonna say, it definitely looks like there's something more here that meets the eye. Is this the secret exit? Did we accidentally already find the secret exit before we've even started the level? Gotta ground pound all these. I don't trust any of them. Okay. Something like that. And there it is! We didn't even go down whatever pipe we were supposed to go down. We just found the secret exit instantly. Hi, Gamer Nisha! Things are good, thank you. Going very well. Hope you're having an excellent night. One of the things you missed most about the Wii and Wii U was collecting the free CDs. Collecting the free CDs of their launch games. Oh, yeah, like how they'd come bundled with things. And that's the problem now, that even though, consoles and such can come bundled with games, they're not going to be physical anymore. So it's so unfortunate. Now this is similar to the hands that pull you down in World 8 of Mario 3, I think. It's like, kind of gotta go pick some random, random path there. Okay, let's see. So let's just make sure we get a yellow Yoshi that has the Toad and not Bowser. And then whatever happens with these guys is not really a big deal. We got lots of lives. There you go. Everything's cool? Very nice. Nintendo doesn't allow to see Andrew's Awful Miiverse activity anymore. Like I said, if I come across the screenshot, or like not even a screenshot, but like my phone taking a picture of the Wii U GamePad, I will share it with all of you. But okay, we got a battle with Boo here. And like these are pretty lame, where it's just, all right, you have to fight all these enemies, and then like a box with a star floats by. It's like, so what did we really accomplish here? Like there was nothing difficult about that. And we got the propeller hat back. And just like that, we are out of... No, we're not out of the woods. I totally forgot about the normal exit to that one level. We didn't get any of the star coins. And now we're probably gonna run into the boos again, but I think there's less of them now. So if they stay where it just looked like they went, we should be able to do something like that. I'm just so excited to keep playing the game that I forgot I'm a completionist here. Soda Jungle 5 the real way. Gotta get those shiny star coins, but let's see what's actually... Is this like a water level? Is that what's going on? Alright, so we actually skipped the entirety of the water level. Look at that! It's a pretty aggressive... I'm sure these guys probably have names, like everything does in the Mario universe. I could not tell you what their name actually is, though. Like, it doesn't matter if they hit me, because picking up the ice flower would kind of fix it anyway. Now, this guy's suspicious. Why is he going up and down here? When, like, there's no reason you'd come over to this corner anyway. But it doesn't seem like there's anything there. Yeah, excuse my, you know, taking some time to progress here, because if we've learned anything, it's that you really do have to press against every wall. Any like, flat wall... I mean, I guess this doesn't really have to be flat, but... You know, any wall could have a secret. Or it could just be out in the open like that. I won't complain. Oh. Oh. Oh, it was a trap! Speaking of trap, almost got mushed by that. After hitting the star coin, that guy kind of closed in on you. That's clever. I do like that. You've already found the secret exit, David Ray. Yes, but we are still missing one star coin. No way! Wait a minute. It's an exit pipe. Oh, okay. So, remember last time how much trouble I had finding like crevices inside the walls? I guess the solution to that is to play as small Luigi. And he can fit into all those tight spaces. So it looks like we're playing that one more time, but apparently I missed the pipe somewhere. So that's what we're going to be looking for. Scott Linux, hello! Thank you so much for stopping by the stream tonight. Hope you're doing well. We're playing a little more Luigi U here. Going to be beating 3 more worlds of it, and we're just about halfway through World 4. We hit that 99 life mark, as was our goal last time. So things are going pretty well. And now we're just looking for one more star coin. Hidden in, so like there's probably a pipe, or I mean it doesn't have to be a pipe, I guess it could just be like a little bit of a side path, and then from there, there'll be like a second pipe which leads to that ending area. So see, last time one thing that happened a couple of times was I ran out of time, and it's probably funny to all of you, like wow, you're forgetting that there's, you know, this crazy time limit. But as mentioned, as I'm talking and due to the you know, reduced volume, oh no, no. No way. I'm shocked that I made that. I had regretted everything, but it paid off. I had a point that I was trying to make though. But yeah, like I don't hear the music. Oh, probably when this guy comes down, maybe I can go up. Maybe that's the trick. Like let him come and get me, and then maybe we try going up here. Aha! There you go. Putting all the pieces of that puzzle together. And there is Luigi. That's what I almost looked like. Now, I don't want to press down yet, because what if I actually go into that pipe? Why is there an extra pipe over here? Is there like a second way to get to this room? Oh, it's a cannon. Okay, well, fair enough. I didn't really need the help, but appreciate that it was there, I guess. All right. Everyone's favorite Luigi sprite. And with that, we should be brought back here. And there we go. Ugh. Not that we needed any more 1-ups. 100% playthrough for the win, Scott. Yes, I'm having a great time. Again, this has been a wonderful year for beating Mario games I haven't beaten before. We did Galaxy 2 earlier. I did Mario RPG a few weeks ago. And now we're playing this. So another kind of, you know, I was going to say Mario game that everyone raves about that now I can say I've beat as well. Although I'm not sure everyone really raves that much about Super Luigi U. But I'm happy I'm playing it. Finally, don't have to wonder what I've been missing out on. And, you know, it's right up my alley, too. You know, me and my love of difficult, challenging levels. And I thought that I might be a little more bothered by having to play as Luigi the whole time with his kind of jank physics. It's funny enough that back in the day, I used to... Why is it shaking? What's happening? Oh, it's Sumo Bros. Back in the day, I used to actually really like playing as Luigi and things like the Lost Levels. If you look at my original childhood copy of, what's that game called? Super Mario Advance 2. Wow. You will see that I actually beat the entire game as Luigi. Just because I thought it was so cool that you could play as him. I never really thought too much about the slippery controls. I just like that he could jump higher, because that's a useful ability to be able to have in a Mario game. Have you ever beaten and completed New Super Mario Bros. U 100%? Yes! The OG I did. It was my first Wii U game back in the day. And then what happened was, this comes out like a few months later, and I'm just so burned out of New Super Mario Bros. U. Okay, let's just get the power up from this. Like, rushing, but you don't really have to. That was dumb. But what's it called? Yeah, so I 100% did that. And then, half a year later, New Super Luigi U comes out, and it's like, I've just played so much New Super Mario Brothers over the last bit. Because, yeah, there was New Super 2 as well in summer of 2012. I don't know why I can't... Oh, okay, sure. I guess that's how you're supposed to get that. I don't know what's wrong with me and Sumo Bros. Acting a little bit different than their Super Mario World counterpart, where, like, the flame hits the ground and then creates, like, a big burst sort of thing. Where here it does more of, like, a follow you thing. But okay, now we can finally get back to playing the game. I'm guessing I probably want to go down there. So we will check this out. But yeah, lots of fun memories of playing as Luigi and just different stuff. So yeah, thankfully... So because I ground pounded on that, he kind of started going towards, like, the slope. And somehow we saved it. I was about to eat my words about Luigi being okay to play as. So we're back to 99 lives. Keep your eyes open for that thing right there. Oh, wow. We have 45 seconds. Ooh. And there you go. Super Mario Advance 2. Yes, exactly. Super Mario World. Super Mario World, I did a complete playthrough. Got all the dragon coins so that they became Peach coins. I thought that was so cool back in the day that it kept track of that, because the original Super Nintendo version never did. And I think, hopefully, maybe I didn't, but we'll do it just in case again. Finish the point about, yes, I did 100% the New Super Mario Bros. U back in the day. But then by the time this one came out, I was just so burned out. That I stopped after World 4, apparently, and I don't even remember playing that much. So it seems like the gimmick here is that we kind of have Toxic Tower from Donkey Kong Country 2 going on. But I haven't been so good at the at the rushing part of the level. Again, this whole game's theme is rushing, but I'm so much more of a, take it slow and look for secrets kind of guy. I'm not a speedrunner by any means. I know speedrunning is all the rage. I can't say I have a big speedrunning repertoire under my belt. We talked about Crash earlier. The most that I've ever really, done in the game to beat it as fast as possible is the relics in Crash, because for whatever reason, Crash Bandicoot just flows so well. It is a game that is fun to play as fast as possible. What do I want to do with that? Oh, maybe I could have ground pounded it. I don't know why I was thinking of having to hit it from the side with a shell. So we might have to replay that a little bit to get that star coin. But otherwise, like Donkey Kong Country Returns, you unlock time trials after you beat the game. I have zero interest in doing Donkey Kong Country Returns time trials. It does not feel like a game that was made to play as fast as possible. But okay, we got 2 of the 3 star coins. And just, 1 single coin as well. It's Wiggler, David Ray! He was so tiny in Super Mario World, and I guess starting with Mario 64 when you fight him, he's a little bit bigger. And now he's just massive. I guess in Mario Sunshine, he's really massive. Kaizo Mario U, says Diego. Hello! That's one thing I've never touched on is... Can I get an additional thing from this? No! It does that mean thing where once you get 1 power-up, that's it. Now, I was going to say, that might cause problems. Because if it is expected that we have to ground pound those blocks. I, again, probably threw away my opportunity to get it last time because I misunderstood the assignment. Did anyone ever have that at school where you'd like show up the next day thinking you'd done the homework and then it's like, no, you did the wrong section, or you didn't exactly understand what was being asked of you? That was the craziest thing. And then you'd still be like scolded like you never even attempted to try to do it. Maybe I am just supposed to use this guy. Good times. I think you need the turtle. Yeah, that's the thing too. Is I was expecting maybe one of those blocks would be like a coin. So that makes sense then. It's just a matter of we have to rush, I guess, more than I'm doing here. But see, that's the problem. Trying to rush is messing everything up. So let's go up here, here. Doing a very bad job of it currently. I could try and get the red coins. But like you said, maybe if I don't even need to be big. Oh man, that's tricky. Try there's not just a retry option. You gotta quit every time. But if it was like Sonic Adventure 2, retrying in that game actually takes away a life, which is pretty mean, but it's not too hard to get some lives built up in that game. I've always been shocked that they've never re-released like a bundle Adventure 1 and 2. Sega's released so many other Sonic games over the years. And like, Adventure 1 and 2 did get... Adventure 2 got an HD version. It's okay, that just makes it easier to fit in here. Adventure 1 had like a re-release on PS3, and it's probably on Steam and stuff. But it's not like HD widescreen. It's such a weird port. I'm forgetting what I'm supposed to do. Something like that. Let me concentrate for just a second here. Because I don't think we want to play this level anymore than we need to. Just get to the top. Shouldn't be too much further now. Uh-oh. There we go. Thankfully, there is like a suction funnel in this game when it comes to pipes. You don't have to be right on. And there you go. What did you miss, Richard? Not too much. We're just kind of almost at the end of World 5 here. And we did get the coin at the end of, rather the middle coin there. So there you go. I think otherwise we've done everything that there is to do in World 5, just the castle remaining. That was actually a surprisingly long world compared to what we're used to. And I don't know about you, but I thought it kind of flew by. I did not think that we've already played 11 levels, but according to that, we have. Nice, says Scott. Thank you. And good job. Appreciate it. Appreciate you all watching. Hope you're having a great night. So, the reason I hesitated there is because anytime you see that sign with the arrow, it usually means that you have to ground pound beneath it. So we're going to do it. We're going to equip an item, again, that we are just bursting with anyway. Because so many times when there's been that arrow sign, for some reason Nintendo loves to place a secret beneath it. And I don't know why, but in that case we died for nothing. Not that we didn't have enough 1-ups anyway. I knew there'd be something there. Again, anytime they put like a gap between coins or between blocks, you always want to bonk there just in case. So, in this case though, we got platforms moving up and down along with lava kind of creeping in on us here. I almost thought that I had the acorn for a second, which allows you to float a little bit more after your jump. Okay, hopefully it's the second one. No, because I've been looking at all of the walls as we've been going by. Like, there's got to be a floor or a wall that we can probably go into. Like, this is suspicious to the bottom right here. There's a little bit of a lip sticking out of this wall. Assuming we can probably go in, yes. Like, I have just... the visual cues do not escape me at this point. All the years of Mario. I guess we'll keep the propeller hat. How many baby Yoshis are on your world map? Is there like a reason that there wouldn't be them on the world map? I thought they kind of just are there. I didn't think you had to do anything special to get them to show up. We have used a couple, and they have subsequently been destroyed, but they usually respawn, right? Alright, who we got? Iggy here? He goes into pipes, apparently, and walks on the ceiling. Okay, we got the fire dragon. And then he comes down. Finally. Now, can we cheese this by, like, the second that he comes out of his shell, getting a hit on him? Any second now, he's got a... Oh. So that's gonna... So, that's the trick. Like, you don't have a lot of time. But now we're gonna have to go through, like, a whole thing again? Okay. I guess not. He didn't make the fire guy spawn like he did last time. He really stays in that shell for quite a while now. Oh, ugh. What does red mean? Red means that the fire guy comes out. Okay. Oh! Okay, I'm not sure that I deserved that hit, but it counted, so I'm not going to complain. Pro strats, says Scott. If you unlock both the baby Yoshis, then some of them will be gone forever. If you unlock both of the baby Yoshis. Because there can only be one accessible baby Yoshi of each card to prevent people from being able to use them too often. I have to admit that the baby Yoshis are always like such an afterthought when I play this game, or like, you know, the original. I see them on the overworld map, I'll usually try them out once and then forget that they exist. Even though they are on like the front of the case, right? So Nintendo thought that they were kind of a big deal, I guess. But no, like you try it once and then... So there's the red or pink guy. And there's the blue guy. Are there other ones? Like, again, they are something that never, ever, ever crosses my mind. Did I just never do that red mushroom house? Or did it come back? I think I might have just forgotten to do it. Again, my main focus is just, you know, playing the levels, and I guess we never did it. So I guess we'll warp back to World 2 to go do a mushroom house that I missed, just for completion's sake. Thank goodness the Iggy level is finished. It wasn't too bad. Kind of a weird one. Let's go. Alright, where are we going? Little Layer Cake Desert. Like, there's probably not a reason that you have to do this, but it's no fun having a red dot on the overworld map. The first thing I thought when, you know, got my hands on the original New Super Mario Bros. And saw the map like this was obviously Mario Party with the red spaces and the blue spaces. I thought it was so cool how much it looked like Mario Party. And then eventually there was a Mario Party on the DS, so it came full circle. Except in that game, I think the spaces are like hexagonal instead of circular, right? They started going weird in the, so okay, we have spots for items still. In like the later Mario Party games where they started switching spaces to being square and all sorts of different things where they were round, you know, for so long. All right, let's get the star again. Watching the star. It's third, fourth, third, second. Alright. I mean, it's not really moving that fast, which I guess I appreciate a little bit. I guess I could probably try to look for the one-up as well, since it's so slow. Last time we skipped one, and I regretted not doing the one beside it, but couldn't be the same twice in a row, could it? It better not be. It is beside again. Oh well, not like we needed it. I think the mushroom houses only come back after you complete every few levels. Because I don't remember getting a star in World 2 last time. I made a comment about how the star item seemed pretty rare. And I guess it might have just been because I accidentally ran past the mushroom house I could have gone into. But now we got, you know, an extra one of those. Which will come in handy at some point, maybe. And off to World 6. Super Tom Brother! You must confess you haven't beaten the second half of New Super Mario Bros. Series. I mean, no need to... It's not something, you know, you really need to confess. I think a lot of people, you know, as the series went on, dropped off with it a little bit. But then New Super Mario Bros. Wii sold, like, ridiculously well. And that was, you know, what caused Nintendo to kind of go crazy. Just like every other year, here's a new Super Mario Bros. Game. Here's 2 in the same year. Oh, whoa, we finally found like a mini mushroom. So now we know if we ever need a mini mushroom, we can come back to this level and like get it, right? You know, get the mini mushroom
And then, you know, we'll have to beat it to keep it. Whoa, he was like running down the wall. I did not ask him to do that. That's a feature that was not part of the OG mini mushroom. Probably started in Super Mario Bros. U then? And I think we did see an example of it once last time. But it's not something you expect. Like, I can understand running at the wall and then running up it, but I was not expecting running off the edge. Like, watch what I mean. To prove that I'm not going crazy here. Because it's like, if I run straight to the left, like, I was not expecting him to run down a wall like that. But now I'm prepared for it, so we'll see what happens. No! I mean, I said I was prepared for it, then almost immediately fell for it once again. I hate this! Who thought that was a good idea? Again, running up walls makes perfect sense, but down walls? In what, like, possible world could that ever be helpful? When you can already, like, you know, slide down a wall pretty naturally. Now, we're wasting a lot of time. Can I hit this from, like, beneath? No. So we're gonna have to go around. Oh, there's the mini pipe. So we'll get this. That's number 1. So we haven't missed anything yet. Maybe the second one will be in here? Oh, Big Phil, yes. Oh my gosh, see what I'm talking about? How mini mushroom pipes don't tend to be required. It's like, wow, 3 1-ups. Ooh, it's all I've ever wanted for Christmas. Let's get out of here. Oh, I actually am missing a life. Here I am, being all snooty. But I think we'll be fine. It's not worth how much time this is all wasted. Like, what am I supposed to do about that? I was trying to do like a low jump. Alright, no more mini mushroom. It's freaking useless. You can run down the wall, but you shouldn't do it near a bottomless pit. It just kind of happens accidentally because, you know, you're going to want to get close to an edge before you jump to make sure you get maximum distance. And then the mini mushroom kicks in. It's like, no one asked for that. But yeah, the old Miiverse ban story. Well, I didn't get banned, but I did get a warning. And for the rest of my Miiverse days, Nintendo was sure to shove it in my face at every possible opportunity. Thanks, Nintendo. So, with the Miiverse gone, so has my Miiverse criminal record of posting about a Mario secret exit. Oh, the humanity. So let's grab this. That's 1. Again, I can't believe the mini mushroom secret's always just being lives. In the original New Super Mario Bros., there are a lot of secrets where it's like, you must use the mini mushroom. What? Over there? Like, who has time for this in freaking Super Luigi U to collect all the green coins in this way? And now I really want them back since I've lost my power-up in an attempt to get another power-up. But it all ended up working out. As long as we can make... Oh, maybe you need the ice flower for like this? Oh... I mean, I probably could have done it without it, but I guess we did it the official way, everybody. Oh, okay, so... Now you really need it. Again, I probably could have cheesed it, but you're getting the official pro strats here. Nintendo approved. See, Nintendo? I've atoned for my crimes. Miles Luigi, anybody want to create Andrew's Miiverse defense attorney? The problem is, I don't know if I have, like, the original post that I got banned for it anymore, though. It was like, they probably removed it, right? I don't know if I got a screen, if I was, like, able to get a picture of that. But, like, it was nothing. It was just talking about a secret exit. I might have drawn, like, a little picture or something to go along with it. Ooh, woe was me using, like, the touchpad on the Wii U. God forbid. You know, Nintendo wouldn't want you to actually use that while playing any of their games. Release freaking Mario Maker 12 years after the Wii U came out when it should have been a launch title. But how many times have I gone over that? Alright, let's play some Luigi U here. No one's getting banned today, unless... shouldn't encourage it. No one's getting banned. Don't give me a reason for it. Alright, let's get some star coins. Can I freeze you? Yes. Alright. Like, can I grab onto these poles? Yes, you can. He was having a really massive issue with it earlier. I guess maybe you need to hold up. For some reason, I guess I think that just holding Y should be enough to get him to hold on. So we got Pufferman McGee down there. Is that the same one that appears in Mario World?
So the whole gimmick of this level is clearly like, you could take the upper road and get nothing. Or, oh, we missed a star coin. You know, let's cash in our winnings, and then we'll go back and investigate what we missed. But otherwise, yeah, that level was a nothing burger if you weren't going after the big money. Pro strats again. Appreciate it, Scott Linux. Hey, the first 6 worlds of New Super Mario Bros. U because you needed a mini mushroom to find a secret exit area. Oh, interesting. Again, I beat those games, but we're talking 12 again. So, well, it was like late 2012. I probably had it beat by New Year's after getting it for Christmas. So, yeah, almost 13 years ago for that one. So I don't remember too much about the individual levels. I'm getting too many acorns. There's no reason that you would want to use an acorn for this level. I guess we'll just try it like this, because I'm assuming there might be like a ground pound required, in which case we're going to want to be big, but they do provide you with a mushroom here. The mini mushroom and the blue shells were pretty much just keys to open secret exits. So the thing about that, yes, that's exactly true. I mean, again, I definitely recall in the OG New Super Mario Bros. There being some mini mushroom pipes that did have star coins in them, unlike what we've seen in this game so far. So now that we've passed that, like again, I'm assuming like maybe inside this platform it could be. Can I kill this guy? No. Well, at least not with that throw. Try and swing it from this side. Maybe we're just not hitting the right spot, or maybe it's not related at all. Again, anytime you see like a flat platform, I'm thinking maybe the ceiling. Oh no! I was gonna say the ceiling here above these bricks. That was the luck of the century right there. That was so lucky. I was saying that because I was gonna go here, and I thought this was suspicious right here. Although the fact that there's some layer priority on Luigi's head, where like it disappears behind the scenery there, also probably would have tipped me off that there was something hiding in the ceiling. But that's crazy how that just worked out. We've had some lucky moments tonight, and I'm not going to complain. But with that, another level down, 99 lives. Things are going well. The mini mushroom and blue shell. Okay, so yeah, back to that conversation. So the thing about the mini mushrooms opening up extra worlds in New Super Mario Bros. 1 was that the cannons could usually do it anyway, or the first world's cannon might take you to World 5. So it might be that to get to World 4 you had to do the mini mushroom one, but then the second one, I think a cannon takes you there, so you didn't really have to worry about it, something like that. But it was definitely a weird way for Nintendo to do things. Because essentially then, like, the game's only really 6 worlds long unless you go out of your way to unlock those extra ones. Rock Candy Mines! Fortress Tower? They look more like fortresses in the other games. Maybe it's more of a... or rather, towers. We'll see. Even though they're kind of short, they are still usually levels that involve you going straight upwards, I guess. So what's the gimmick here? Can you spin jump on these guys? I don't think I've used this. Okay, no. So that's the thing. And we talk about differences between, you know, some games. Is that in Mario World, you can spin jump on essentially everything. But then you play a newer Mario game, it's kind of like, you know, 50-50 if you can spin jump on it or not. So there's not really any reason to use the spin jump like there was in the OG. So that, I guess, is probably going to break those blocks. And, you know, just give us some 1-ups, I guess. I'm noticing the pipes on the left and right. And there's definitely a chance that, like, one of them may be a secret of some sort. Getting up there is kind of a pain, though. Okay. Well, at the very least, this one's going to take us somewhere. Maybe they're both pipes. Obviously. Might just kind of loop us around to the other side. Gotcha. Alright, now we got... something is obviously about to happen. I'm assuming something like that. Alright, we definitely missed the pipe that we could go in. I mean, the arrows were pointing at the pipes, so you're gonna go in it. I'm guessing symmetry? Obviously. But then it caused us to miss a secret. So we might have to beat the ever incredible difficult Boom Boom twice, if we can manage. You missed the blue shell, Walter. I don't get where it went and why it wouldn't come back. Even put it in Mario Maker or something, you know, just for the new Super Mario Brothers levels. Like, that could have been awesome to mess around. I would have loved to have seen what kind of levels people could make with the blue shell. So I'm not sure why Nintendo, you know, hasn't brought it back, because it seems like it shouldn't be that hard to implement, and like, you know, it was simple enough. Okay, 2 down, 1 to go, in the first Boom Boom attempt. That was very difficult. What's with the time bonus when you enter a boss door? Well, I guess they figure, you know, the 100 seconds initially that you get is just for the level, and then like you might need a little extra time for the boss, which in some cases is understandable, but then if it's like Boom Boom, it's probably not all that necessary. In this case, I think I had like 90 seconds or something left when the level ended, which means that the 100 extra did actually help a little. But then I spent a lot of time, you know, looking for secrets and stuff too. So it's not like it wouldn't have been possible without. Oh, so that's how you do that. You know, the bonus time? Okay, so I think we know where we're going. We need to make those coin bridges like we did last time. The time bonus when you enter the boss fight and pipes are usually 100 seconds, but it's 150 for World 5 airship and 250 seconds. I didn't even notice it was 150 for the airship, but that was that like, you know, Bowser underwater one, Bowser Jr. underwater one. I could understand why they give you a little bit of extra time for that one. So right, yeah, our big crime last time was that we went into the pipe with the arrow pointing at it. Little did I know there was a fake out coming. And we need to do a thing like this, I guess. Very salvageable still, something like that. Go in here, I'm guessing. Like, it's gotta be. I'm just kind of being silly and checking all the other corners as well. There's a really good secret exit. Probably one of my like favorite and most memorable Mario secret exits. And it's funny that we're talking about this game a lot already. Oh, you even have to be big. It's not negotiable. And why are there like extra bricks at the top? Where am I? Like, I'm so confused why it seems like there's more up there than there actually is. But in the very first new Super Mario Brothers, the very first tower has an awesome secret exit, which might be the last thing that I actually found in the game. Which is funny, is, you know, we're talking about the cannons too, and that secret exit leads to a cannon. But like, I completely missed it my first time through. And I got to the end, and I'm like, what am I still missing? And I think that was one of the things. And it wasn't just, you know, hit this invisible block or go. So the original new Super Mario Brothers didn't have any walls that you could go through, press against. That was a new Super Mario Brothers Wii thing. It's that game that we have to blame for all the pushing against walls. All right, Boom Boom, give me your best shot here. Oh! Oh! Okay, come on, come on. Don't make me eat my words here. Nobody wants to eat their words. Yeah! And we even got a subscriber! Joshua, thank you! Hope you're enjoying the stream. You needed the ground pound, the third and final star coin area. Yes. Yeah, because you go into like a thing, and you might even need the blue shell for that too, but overall, it's a really cool secret exit. I'm not going to talk too much about it. Maybe there might be someone watching right now who's replaying, or maybe even for the first time playing New Super Mario Brothers on the DS. I downloaded it from the eShop onto my Wii U before it closed. So, you know, it's awesome I can play it on there if I ever want to. I'm not saying there will be a playthrough of it, but it's always possible someday. I'm not sure how I got out of there without taking a hit. As I've mentioned, my focus right now is certainly games that I haven't beat before, unless it's like a one night thing, like Super Mario Brothers 2J. Yes, I've beat that before, but it's also like it was like a 2-hour stream. I don't really feel like starting like multiple week-long projects of things that I've beat already, and we'll kind of want to focus on, you know, look at the content I haven't seen before, similar to this. So let's do a bit of that. Clearly, there's something there. And then where's the remaining one? So this is moving upwards, I guess? That side there was a little suspicious. But we'll scout out the rest of the level and see what we see. Like in here, maybe? In this wall? Oh, there it is. It's always funny when like you're looking really hard for it, and then it ends up being in like a really obvious spot. Did you buy all the touchscreen? Oh yes, Super Tom Brother. Yeah, 100% though. In that game, that game was really strange with its star coins because like you used them to open up signs, and then like that's how you save in that game. You know, like when you open up the alternate paths, and then yes, you get all the star coins and you buy the wallpapers for the bottom screen. I thought that was great. How about New Super Mario Brothers Wii, where you use this the star coins to buy like tutorial videos on how to play the levels? That's so strange. And of course, I never really bought any of them, so all that happened is at the end of the game, you have all these star coins, so you go back to Peach's castle, and you're just like, okay, buy that, buy that, buy that. You're just mashing A for like 5 minutes, buying all these videos you never intend to watch. Avoid the blue baby Yoshi. Okay, I'll get back to that on the overworld then. We got the Dark Town here. What's... like, well, ground pounding... what is going on in this level? Oh, and it starts scrolling up, like, non-negotiably. You will go up and you will like it. Well, I never checked what was in the bottom right corner down there. So this blue Yoshi. Avoid the blue baby Yoshis after you unlock both of them in World 6 so you can improve your game stats, and at least you'll be able to save 3 out of 4 baby Yoshis. So what you're telling me, like, is if I pick that guy up, then that guy disappears or something? I don't get the baby Yoshis at all. And again, I don't have the box beside me, but I'm trying to think back to like the box art for the, you know, the original in this game. And they have the baby Yoshis on it, like the inflated pink one or whatever. So Nintendo really... what am I doing? Oh, show post, high post. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be showing any Miiverse posts right now. Like, I guess that's supposed to be one of the main gimmicks of the game, and yet I never use them for anything. Oh, there's like a yellow one in that one level too. Right, right. I don't even think about the baby Yoshis. All right, that's what we got down there. Luigi is what we lost a life for, so we could go see what that guy was all about. Now, this is interesting. Kind of blocks come from the sides of the walls. I see that. This is giving me Wily Stage 2 Mega Man 2 vibes. The boss. Where the blocks come from the walls and kind of form this butterfly enemy. I love Mega Man 2. But this is not Mega Man 2. What do we got going on here? We got a split path. Okay, I got a star coin over there. Can we get it? Yes. Now keep your eyes peeled for a third one somewhere. That's not gonna help. And now we have no way of getting rid of these dudes. Is it like one of those things where... oh, I see the star coin. There you go. Not too bad. Oh, okay. One last jump over the big piranha man. And just like that, another level down. Hello, Anthony. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by the stream tonight. Lock in, says Jess. I think that was pretty locked in. This isn't Mega Man, it's Mega Bloks. There you go. How about that, like, bootleg Lego that Nintendo made back in the day? And then there's, like, that level in Mario Land 2 that's made out of it. Funny stuff. So if we do this, it should take us to the 1-up game that we don't need whatsoever, but for completion's sake. If you lose one of the baby Yoshis when you unlock both of them, then you'll lose... like, it's so weird. Like, that has to be a glitch or something, right? Was that fixed or changed in the Switch version? What if you get, like, more Bowsers than 1-ups? Does it subtract from your life count? But again, this is all pointless because we don't need the lives anyway. But let's just try to do no Bowser. Something like that. I guess we did get one. You want the Mario 3 death song to come back in a new game instead of the Mario 1 death theme, says Super Tom Brother. That is so true. I'm trying to think. The Mario 3 one is probably in 3D Land, I want to say. Is it?
3D Land obviously had a lot of Mario 3 inspiration. And does that mean it would also be in Mario 3D World? Again, a couple of games that I have not played in a long time. But considering all the Mario 3 inspiration those games have, I wouldn't be surprised if it was in there somewhere. Now, again, this is like suspicious. But okay, I guess there's nothing over there. And again, you look so hard for it, and then it's just like right in your face. I'm assuming that's number 1. It was. And so this is the level where you kind of stand around and wait for platforms. Fair enough. Hopefully nothing in the ceiling up there where there was a little bit of a gap. I'm guessing there's going to be a star coin down here. After clearing those guys out of the way. Very good. Again, it's like you look at it, it's like they're not going to make that area down there for nothing. Yes, there's like a couple of normal coins, but there's probably a little more to it than that. And indeed there was. The ice flower would probably have been useful. There's probably going to be like a you need to stand on this guy's head kind of secret coming up, but we'll see if we can make do without it. Or at the very least, we're going to have to tank a hit now, I guess. Or not. Remember that trouble we had with the big piranha plant in the last part? Where instead of just trying to take it out normally, I was for some reason trying to tank through it. Until we finally realized that there was a Koopa Troopa. But whatever, it lost a hit, doesn't matter. Almost at the end, I would assume. I guess we have 18 seconds, 16 seconds. It's kind of a cool formation of enemies we got going on, but hey, doesn't matter. Richard, didn't mean to be rude. Embrace the lost one. The pink baby Yoshi's forever. I mean, no, it's an interesting kind of quirk to the game, I guess. Like, why would they make something that you can lose forever? Things that you can lose forever, or things that you can miss, are like two video game tropes that just aren't any fun. There's nothing worse than getting like 3/4 of the way through a game and then realizing that there's an item you can't get because you missed it. It's like, who thought that was good design? Was that Nabbit? Like, did he go somewhere over here or something? I was not watching. I was too busy monologuing. If there is something I was supposed to do... Oh, maybe he gave me a thing because I had like double digits on the clock? Oh well. For someone else to worry about. Sumo Bros Spinning Tower. These levels are pretty easy so far, says Jess. I say, you say that as I jump right into that guy's line of fire. I saw money, I went for the money. Didn't even think about the Sumo Bro up there. What do my items look like anyway? Oh, maybe he gave us a 1-up? I don't know. We're not even watching. Once I hit that flagpole, I'm zoned out until we get back to the overworld map. Whatever he had to say will forever be unknown. R. I remember this platform. And the star coins are like seemingly becoming less and less hidden. They've been a lot more in our face, I feel, today than they were last time. Tower levels, they like to give you the ice flowers so you can, mess around with dry bones. There you go. That's not what we wanted. So we're missing some star coins still. Thankfully, when the sparks hit this platform... Oh! It doesn't do like the spread thing that they sometimes do. So what's the trick with this guy? It's like, I understand what it wants me to do. I'm just failing at it really bad, and then we're gonna run out of time. So what can I do in 20 seconds here? I can get electrocuted in 20 seconds. Point-and-click adventure games like King's Quest are full of decisions that permanently screwed you out of a good ending to Super Tom Brother. I played King's Quest 5 on the NES. But yeah, old school adventure games like that, absolutely love their moments. Can I hit this from like the bottom? Is that what? Oh, that's what that platform is. I thought it was a semi-solid, which wouldn't make sense considering that these ones are semi-solid.
So I was making this level a lot more difficult than it needed to be because I didn't realize I could get rid of those guys so simply. But now we know. But yes, those kind of games love, you know, soft locks and different annoyances. I'm thinking more like RPGs and stuff though. You know, an item that's once you get a certain point in the game. Like I love 3D Dot Game Heroes for the PS3. And if you've never played it, it's just like, you know, Zelda, but on a non-Nintendo console. It's so awesome. But the problem is, like halfway through the game, there's like a side quest thing you have to do to get the long shot and unlock like a whole section of the map. And if you don't do it, you miss it forever. And the first time I played it, I was so disappointed after finding out about that. How am I supposed to prepare for something that I can't even see up there? Okay, so now that I know this isn't semi-solid, I can hit you from the bottom. I can get that. So that's not the third one, interestingly. There's clearly still more up above. But how? Like there's got to be a block somewhere, right? Or just a really well-placed... Maybe we need the acorn. Maybe this is a time for the P acorn. That could be finally a good use. Alright, it's Nabbit, everyone. Apparently Nabbit's here now. So, you know, all the effort we were putting into that tower level. You know, put that off to the side. It's Nabbit time. 83 Mario. Yeah, that is what those platforms look like, Super Tom Brother. Yes. Can you use the ice flower on the fire bars is a good question. I thought with the spin I might still land on top of that guy. But not quite. What kind of festive games will I play this December? I have some ideas for streams. Once we get into December here. Crazy to think that 2025 is almost over. Appreciate everyone looking forward to more streams and things like that nature. Though, what's everyone else playing this time of year? What's everyone finishing off 2025 with? What is like the game that you want to get done before the year is out? You know, we talk about New Year's resolutions, what games you're going to play next year. But what game is on everyone's list right now that you want to finish? Very mean, that kind of one section there. Oh, and then he goes to a different level? No, like, where did he actually go? Or will he come back? Because I've lost to him a couple times before, and I thought you just kind of get to keep trying, but... Alright, there goes Nabbit, everyone. We're never getting 100% now. Although, if I should, like, reset or something because that's a soft lock, please let me know. Outer Wilds, David Ray. Can't wait to finish. Their Obscure Expedition. Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard that that's very good. Will I play Christmas-themed games for a stream? Sorry, let me concentrate here for 1 second. What do? We go up here for this one, right? I want to try and keep the Super P power here for as long as possible. Okay, something like this. Oh, no! I don't know if it wasn't last Christmas, but 2 Christmases ago, I did like an 8-hour stream of like 10, or was it 6 or 8 hours? Of like 10 Christmas-themed Super Mario Brothers ROM hacks. If you haven't seen that one, I highly recommend checking it out. It was a lot of fun. I'll definitely be finding some more Christmas stuff to play with you all. I have some ideas already, but I'll look for even more. So like, what is the gimmick here? Like if I'm big, yeah, I was thinking maybe I can do that. Oh, wow. Okay, I just need to get in the door. All right. That's crazy. Like, you know, how high Luigi can go like that. Denied, says Fennec. Barely, man. We barely got that. What is this? It's not Boom Boom? You have to do it all small, too. I don't even know, like, what the pattern is. Like, obviously he's jumping on there. And you obviously have to hit him from the bottom. And I still have to, like, get up there and ground pound on him. Probably. Well, I was expecting them to flip the second that I initiated the pound. Okay, so he's up there. Stupid note blocks not working. Ah. So Mario World has the undeniably best note blocks in the Mario series because you can just hold the jump button and get the boost. Maybe in this game you can do that too, and I'm just messing around, but in Mario 3 you have to do like a perfectly timed button press to get the bounce. And I thought it was the same in this one, but maybe I should have just held the button and we could have confirmed that. So now that we know we don't need the acorn to get all of the dragon coins, we'll be fine. Pressure's off. Delete the save file and start again. We screwed up, but no, this should be okay, hopefully. Look, I can hold this. It's probably gonna break open at some point. We get shattered, that guy. And this level's terrible for the fact that, like, it just kind of come down from nowhere. And then we are now once again left to do the boss with no hits. But the boss wasn't that bad. It's just my poor playing kind of got in the way. Also the fact that there's, like, no consistent timing in between the electricity coming down. It's a little bit tricky to time. Hello, Boomer Bear! I used to love playing games around Christmas that had snow levels, which actually includes mini games like Freeze Easy Peak. Is the ultimate Christmas level. Of course, of course. You gotta go around collecting the gifts and all that. Good times. But yeah, good to see you, Boomer Bear. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, I promise I have not forgotten how to play Luigi here. I'm just kind of lowering our life count a bit because it's no fun picking up one-up mushrooms when they don't actually do anything. I will get that power-up though. Give me 1 second to take this a little more seriously. So we're gonna do some of that. Do a little bit of this. So there's even actually another block if I really need it. Now, that was kind of a weird moment. Where the ice guy got in my way and then pushed me into the fire bar. So the moral of the story is probably that I should, like, always get rid of the ice guy. Okay, so now we're up here. Now let's go up here, here, here. Nope. Here to here, to here, to here, to here. And now we have an extra hit for the boss. Okay. Wanted to buy Santa Claus is coming to town for the Wii for a while. Yes, there was that, and there was also Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer for the Wii, right? Because it's a platformer, a basic one, but it tells the story of the Christmas special. Yeah, that's so funny. I think I have both of those. And you know, they are definitely Christmas specials I've watched a lot. The old Burgermeister Burger. Did they do a Santa Claus? Oh, I have to jump on him still after knocking him over. Here I am having fun talking about freaking Rankin Bass. Did they do one for the Year Without a Santa Claus? I want to beat up on Heat Miser. Now, I predicted that was going to happen in the last attempt. Okay. So what's he do? No, 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 no. Of course he's not coming over to this side. It doesn't have to be a ground pound. Let's beat this level. Look, they changed the boss from Boom Boom to like another freaking enemy. And look how ridiculous things got. Okay, it's done. It's finally done. Yes, Super Tom, brother. Those classic Christmas specials are required viewing for you every year. You love them. And Christmas in general. Absolutely. Absolutely. I concur. Destroy the Sumo Bros as soon as possible. Don't hesitate to hit them from underneath the platforms. Oh, like you could maybe like move them around a bit more. Alright, Nabbit came back, everyone. I'm thinking we gotta go serious on this guy. And we're pulling out the big stops. We're pulling out the power-up. And we're pulling out the star. It's just, he's gonna get wrecked. Nabbit is back. He's hopefully about to be decimated. I'm just holding Y and right. Let's see if we can catch him. Alright, that's a little unfair, but I don't care. Interestingly, DKC3 has a Christmas-themed cheat code, which puts the bonuses into a Christmas theme. Wow. I haven't thought about DKC3 cheat codes in a long time, despite the fact that my channel has made a video about them all that time back then. And wow, cool. Maybe we should check that out, something like that. My required Christmas movie is Jingle All. Oh my gosh, put that cookie down. Another classic with good old Arnold and Phil Hartman. You may remember him from The Simpsons and News Radio. Okay, what is the gimmick with this level? We got a really spooky platform that just moves really quickly to the right, and there's a dragon coin up here. I don't understand the gimmick. Like, I'm gonna stand on this. I'm gonna do that. It's interesting. I mean, I really like these orange question mark blocks, I should mention. Introduced in the original new Super Mario Brothers. They were a lot more common in that game. They'd make some interesting things happen. Oh no, you're kidding. And I can't quit. So what do we do? I guess we'll just have to beat the level and do it again? Speaking of missable items, you can't trust anything. There we go. Well, we got one of them. Don't forget Gilbert Gottfried. Alright, I'm trying to read the comments while also playing. This isn't going well. Although we're having some great discussions, everyone. Again, thank you all for joining. This has been a lot of fun. Don't you dislike it when games use an SNES controller layout but plays with A and B instead of B and Y? It drives me mad. It used to drive me mad. I think I've become more adaptive to wonky control schemes as a result of playing so many NES games that have weird control schemes, like making B jump and A shoot, where it used to bother me so much when you have the, the 4 diamond positioned buttons, and yet B is still run and A is jump. Thankfully, like New Super Mario Brothers on the DS gives you the option of changing back and forth. You can have Y as run and B is jump, or B is run and A is jump. And I appreciate that. When the option is available, I'll usually do Y and B, but B and A doesn't bother me nearly as much as it used to. And a big, what's it called? Time when that would be relevant is playing, what's it called? Game Boy Advance games on the DS, where B and A, you have to use B and A, but it has that kind of that weird positioning. There's no possibility to swip it with Y and B, which as a kid I always wished there would be, but it doesn't bother me nearly as much anymore. But I totally get where you're coming from. Is the long-winded way I'm trying to get around to saying that. So, we have a puzzle here, right? There's something going on where we can get to this mushroom house. But I know there's a way to get in, like, the back door of the castle. I remember that. There's a secret exit somewhere, right? Maybe this level has a secret exit. And it goes up to that thing there. And then that's what allows us to do that. So we'll have to go search for that. I don't think we're going to the castle just yet. Alright, now I want to read the comments, but I also want to see where the star is. We need to get it back after we just spent one on Nabbit. Alright, second, first, second, first, third, second. Alright, I think it's fourth. Okay, and every other time the mushroom has been right beside it. Let me guess, it's gonna be, oh, 2 away. Alright. There's a lot to laugh about and, like, take jabs at in Jingle All the Way, but it's fun. And at the end of the day, that's what you want out of a movie, right? And of course, the kid in that movie ended up going on to be Luke Skywalker in Episode 1. So there's that. You need to get the secret exit from World 6 Tower and 6-5 to reach the right place. So 6-5? There's the secret exit here? And the tower had a secret exit?
We played it enough times, you'd think we would have seen it. Yeah, Fennec, yeah, it's very sad. That side of it for sure. Like this has got to have a secret that leads up, right? But you say 6-5. 6-5's that one? Well, I guess that makes sense because then it could just be like a round bridge or something over there. Let's go check out 6-5. Maybe we weren't thorough enough with it. We played, of course, this one just to get nabbed a couple seconds ago. But yeah, I can imagine how we beat this level, got the coins, and I didn't really even think about it. There could be a secret exit. There was one time where there was like a spot in the ceiling where I was like, maybe I'm supposed to jump up there, and I never tried it. I'm gonna laugh so hard if it's up there. But we gotta get back on the platform. Maybe we need some Koopa Troopa power here to get rid of these guys. Maybe I need the propeller suit or something to help us get up there. Yeah, let's do that. You accidentally pressed one letter and sent it. It totally happens. Honestly, the prequel trilogy seems pretty good now in comparison. Boomer Bear. I'm not going to start that debate, but I am there with you all the way. I love how like Professor Layton also pulled a Star Wars where it does like 3 games and then it goes back and does like a prequel 3 games. So I like that concept, I will admit. And I do like how in the prequel Star Wars movies. Oh what? Okay, apparently I found a secret in the ceiling. It wasn't where I thought it was, but it was in some ceiling somewhere. I'm gonna try. Okay, there you go. Just jump up into random ceilings and eventually you'll find the secret exit, apparently. But I like, you know, the background story and seeing who met who back then and what leads to what. I like that. And, you know, George Lucas being the guy he is, sometimes the directing or the writing can be a bit weird, but I appreciate them for what they are. So there you go. That takes us around this. And that gets us into the fortress back door. But we're still missing that bonehead guy here. So let's have a look. Yeah, there is definitely more room for exploring in this level. That's the problem. Once you get all 3 of the star coins, you know, if your mind isn't thinking secret exit, you can start to kind of, you know, zone out. And then you might miss something. It's probably just going to come down to having to press against every wall, I'm sure. A lot of flat walls are just like, one of them could have something hidden behind it. But which one is the question? Like, it could even be this one for all we know. Oh, I was trying to get out of my jump soon enough to not be hit by that, but not that one. I see something down here, which is a little weird. There's like a seam where the walls meet, and also we got a little Luigi here, but it doesn't seem like it's connected. I'm just pressing against all these walls. Little late on that. This wall is really suspicious. But I'm not seeing anything. You need to find the secret exit in the first World 6 tower. Wow, they like putting them. You missed it because you think. Oh, I don't want too much specifics. The level I can take because it's like otherwise we're just kind of running around doing a bunch of nothing. So I didn't read too much into that second comment there. But all right, we'll check out the tower here. Smashing stone tower. So yeah, this level. There were a few kind of secret side paths in this one. And there was one spot where like there was something really weird going around on where like I jumped up into the ceiling and it didn't seem to lead anywhere. So we'll go back and investigate that. The applause just for picking up a 1-up mushroom. They are not that uncommon.
What does everyone think about in Mario Advance 4? When he goes like, lucky, and all the different funny things he says. Do you like that? Do you find it annoying? I thought it was kind of neat when it came out. But like every time he's picking up a 1-up, you don't really need to hear it. So like this is what we're talking about, right? Like up here, I don't understand why this... Oh, fair enough. Okay. Oh! Okay, that makes a bit more sense. And there you go. It's cool when towers have a secret exit. Of course, in Mario World, the interesting thing is that Mario World has the red overworld tiles, so you know what levels have secret exits, with a little bit of an asterisk, because there's a few ghost houses that have them, and it doesn't tell you. But, like, I find it fascinating that ever since Mario World, you know, none of the new Super Mario Brothers games indicate if a level has a secret exit or not. So I'm not sure why, you know, they got rid of that. Why they don't give you any indication. We're the very first game to have secret exits, pretty much. Mario World did. Rock Candy Mountain Mine 6. Spine Coaster Stowaways. 100-second time limits. What is this? Mario Maker. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking when they made Super Luigi U. Like, I guess they just figured, you know, we want to make a Mario U ROM hack. And... What the heck? I want... If we have to do a second go-through... Well, I guess we'll be doing one now, but yeah, what's it called? You know, I guess they figured by making every level have a 100-second time limit, like, by making that the gimmick, the levels can be short, and we can push this thing out in, like, 3 months. That's what it kind of gives the impression of, which is, like, fair enough, honestly. The game's, you know, been moving pretty well. I need a mushroom. It hasn't been dragging or anything like that, so I don't mind the shorter levels. I like how the first World 6 tower in New Super Luigi U is easier than its predecessor and original counterpart in New Super Mario Bros. U. Yeah, this game has a, you know, reputation for being really tough, and I certainly see some of that. It's not like Lost Levels tough though. It is, even though it is kind of like a New Super Mario Bros. U Lost Levels. Like, this game's been pretty manageable for the most part. All right, get those coins. I love blue coins when you hit the P-switch. That's always cool. Oh wow, that's neat. All right, where is the last star coin? It's like all I care about right now. Thankfully, these ones don't seem to shoot fire. Just looking around at all the enemies. It is... Oh no! If I was big, I probably would have got that. And it's like this platform doesn't go back at all, right? So it looks like we're doing it one more time. Short Luigi was just not tall enough to reach it, I guess. Speaking of lost levels, I did catch up and replay your recent stream, Andrew. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Yeah, that was a lot of fun to beat. We've done Mario 1, 2, 3 before. In fact, that was like a single stream one time. So to finally get lost levels, you know, up on the internet was cool as well. YouTube app is crashing. I hope that doesn't mean that the stream is like lagging, but it looks pretty good, I think. But as for your app, hope it's not, hope it hangs in there. And let's try this one more time. Spine Coaster Stowaways. We beat the level. We know where we're going. We just need to get there now. So, you know, no stress at the beginning here. We kind of just get to stand around and enjoy. I didn't notice how many seconds were left at the end. You know, just how long this roller coaster actually is. But, you know, it's funny. Mario Maker was mentioned. This does feel very Mario Maker-y. Do you think we'll ever see a Mario Maker 3? I think Nintendo was a little bit disappointed with Mario Maker 2 sales. What was it, like 5 million or something? A measly 5 million in sales. Leaves Nintendo disappointed. What did Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sell? Like 100 million copies? A port of a freaking Wii U game that took 0 effort. Sold 100 million copies. But alright. somewhere around here. I guess we should stay back. There you go. Wasn't that tough when you know it's coming. And God, it only took like 30 seconds. That's suspicious down there, that guy. There's a lot of room underneath the flag for there to be something hidden. But I don't think any secret in this game has ever like taken you under the flagpole. That's another Mario World feature, is, you know, going under the level-ending gold tape. We all remember the sneaky secret exit in Butter Bridge. So with that, I think we have to beat this level twice, right? Like, we have to do it once through the front door, and then once through the back door. So I hope you like World 6 Castle, because we're about to see a whole bunch of it. Speaking of Mario talking, I want him to curse in Italian. There you go. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything here. So yeah, Fennec really liked the talking in Mario Advance 4, and like I liked it too. Again, I thought it was neat when it came out, and like, you know, maybe it should have been like every other time or something. But no, it's cool the way it is for sure. Let's see. The first, yes, I remember that about the star coins. So Baby Yoshi, again, so there's the two blue ones, a pink one, and there was a yellow somewhere, right? Oh, okay. Sure. That was kind of lucky. And the blocks are kind of just moving. I like how they make the game difficult. And then they just give you a 1-up at the beginning of the level. So it's like, we know you might game over. But we're just going to make sure you don't by always giving you a 1-up mushroom. So in this game, if you game over, do you like go back to your last save point? So I personally like it when games are a little unforgiving like that. I don't like when the game over has 0 consequence. I like when there's a little bit of motivation to get moving. I know that opinions of that will vary. But I think in this game it actually is a little bit unforgiving. Like it used to be back in the day. Now how do we get that? Come around over here, it looks like. So yeah, that's the second one. And then yes, the third one, I do recall, is you have to go through the back door, which is why we're eventually going to have to beat this level twice. Like, it won't look exactly the same both times, but it will end with the same boss. And that's where you come from the back door. Saw a sprite animation where they be part of Mamma Mia and stuff. Oh boy. Can the Yoshis become a big Yoshi? There are like 2 levels in this game that you get to ride a big Yoshi. And like that's it. I don't know what it was about the new Super Mario Brothers series and, you know, not really giving you all that much opportunity to use Yoshi. Considering in Mario World, in every level except for the castles and Boo houses, you can use Yoshi. And the fact that New Super Mario Bros. Wii was sold as like, Yoshi's in it, you know, being the selling point, and he's in like 3 levels. It's funny that they never put more of an effort into, you know, letting you use him more. And it's the ROM hacker's dilemma. Whenever you ROM hack Super Mario World, there's 2 questions you have to ask yourself. Is my ROM hack going to have Yoshi? And is my ROM hack going to have the Super Feather? Because in a lot of cases, you know, the feather can break things pretty bad. The feather is definitely the most OP Mario power-up ever, probably. Just with how broken, you know, how much you can break things with it. How OP it makes you. So you'll see a lot of ROM hacks that just don't include it. And, you know, like, you can only get a fire flower, mushrooms and fire flowers. And then Yoshi's the other question you have to ask, because he's not compatible with a lot of things, depending on the graphics that you're using. So a lot of hacks just won't include him either. And that's kind of, you know, the vibe I get when we play something like this. So funnily enough, like, there's no reason to give a secret exit to this level to skip the blue switch when this secret exit accomplishes that anyway. Like, it kind of feels like redundant. Hey! Thank you so much! Oh, and you get to hear Lamont Bryan, and you get to hear an Adobe Acrobat pop up for some reason. How wonderful. But appreciate you checking out the stream and hope you're having a great night. Hopefully that ad goes down at some point. It's probably gonna drop the screen to like 2 frames per second. Make Acrobat Reader your default PDF app. How about we don't? Thank you for going away. Don't you just love advertisements in your operating system? But okay, backdoor time. Reminiscent of... Oh, okay. Oh, I almost saved it too. Reminiscent of the final castle of Mario World, of course. Remember Mario Adventure? I do. Remember Mario Adventure 3? There was no Mario Adventure 2. But yeah, oh. But yeah, that was a fun game. The first and third ones. Interestingly, I always thought that, you know, maybe we should have waited a little longer to play Mario Adventure 3 because of how unfinished the ending felt. How it really needed some touch-ups. Like, what's the trick here? How did I do this the first time without getting my butt burned? And I checked a few weeks ago, and there still has not been another update to Mario Adventure 3 since we played it a year ago. It's still stuck on, like, version... Like, just how far do those Potobos go? Clearly, I'm rushing this. I think we should just sit back and relax, let the Potobos do their thing, and then kind of come in the back. But yeah, I'm shocked that there have been no further updates to Mario Adventure 3. Mario Adventure 1 was like, so there goes the Potobos. So yeah, that's just what you do. You just wait. Okay. Apologize for the sloppy playing here. I think I see what we're supposed to do. But yeah, Mario Adventure 1 was like one of the biggest hacks of all time when it came out. It was huge. What was it, 2005? So, you know, naturally, you know, you saw the things that Mario Adventure 1 did. And just imagine, you know, how crazy that was for that time. So you think that if Mario Adventure 3, there's ever going to be a third one, you know, it's going to be a huge deal. But I'm shocked how just, you know, it seems like it was so unpolished. And I figured that, you know, there would have been consistent updates from then to at least work all that out, but no. Over a year now without any additional touch-ups, it seems. It's very weird. The game over themes and all 3 DKCs were haunting. That's fair. As a kid, I did not... It's definitely one of those games where, like, if I knew the game over screen was coming up, I'd probably just turn the console off before I had to see it. So that's really fair. I'm trying to think of other games that was the case for. But no, the DKC games certainly fit the bill. You know, it's good encouragement to get better. But it's like you don't want to... You know, I'm going to have nightmares if I see the game over screen. So I better get good. That's it. So every game should have a really scary game over screen. Is the conclusion we're coming to here. I'm trying to think of other ones too. I know there's other ones I didn't like. Well, how about Mario Land 2? You lose all your golden coins if you get game over. So that was another one. Turn it off. Nothing to see here. Rare was sure to make kids feel bad every single time. Yeah, yo, another one. The Banjo-Kazooie game over is pretty creepy. Banjo-Tooie doesn't have any game over cutscene. Jess doesn't think they were too scary. I mean, of course, you know, they're not too bad, but they could be a little scary. David Ray giving me a bit of a jab back there. The point is to avoid jumping in the lava. Thankfully, we finally figured it out. But okay, it looks like this is probably going to be the last world that we do for tonight, and then that will save worlds 8 and 9 for next time, which if they get as difficult as people say, I can't imagine it's going to be too straightforward. So it's funny, you know, we kind of, probably should have split it up 3, 3, and 3. Last time I pushed it too hard by doing 4 worlds in 1. So I'm not going to make that mistake again. I was supposed to freeze these guys, wasn't I? Gotta go fast. Wait, that's the wrong game. But let's go. Alright, Frozen Fuzzies. So clearly I missed missed the invitation there. So we need to get the penguin suit back. So there's a mushroom, and then so we always get the penguin suit. And then above that, what was that? A 1-up? Sure, why not? Is there anything above that? Can we just keep going higher and higher? Apparently not. So let's freeze the fuzzies. Again, Fuzzy's another one of those enemies that are like way bigger than they were in their OG appearance. Do they ever unfreeze? I think there was something behind there. Okay. Interestingly enough, we had a level in like the last world where the gimmick was freeze enemies and then ride on them to get things, so I feel like they're kind of running out of ideas. Now, I don't trust down here. Oh, okay, there's nothing down there. I mean, you make a whole gimmick out of like riding those guys underneath the platform and then you pull a thing like that. I'm just trying to look all over. Hope I'm not missing anything. Like, it's like, what about down here? I'm not even sure what that guy just hit. Maybe the fuzzy's like going underneath the level? Now, this I want to see. This, I'm feeling like, let's keep going down. No! It's not like the World 7 castle. Oh, we're running out of time. Right. Okay, looks like we're going back for a second look. There's a couple places where we might have missed something. Hi, YS Bunny. That platforming is really stressful. We've had a few interesting platforming conundrums tonight, but we're getting by. Thanks for watching. Game over screen can also be fun to listen to. What's the best continue game over theme? The mighty final fight on the NES is pretty good. Mega Man 2 has a catchy game over screen theme, which also is like the main menu theme you hear when you start the game. But in that case, it's not discouraging you from getting a game over. It makes you want to get it so you can hear the catchy tune. All right, so it can be anywhere from here now. The next star coin. And like, we haven't stood on all of these platforms. There's a Luigi. So I'm guessing it might be related to that somehow. There's a whole bunch of level here. It's funny how that's kind of floating in the air. Where am I? Up there somewhere. Oh wow, we don't get our penguin back. Which makes... Oh, there's a cloud. It's probably... No, that's in the background. Like... start ground pound and everything. Where are we missing a coin? Like, there's this hole, but I doubt we have to go in the hole. Maybe we need, like, a propeller. Oh, look at that! Double ones! So here's what we had earlier, where I guess Toad's gonna give us something. And I wasn't paying any attention. I usually look over at the chat during that cutscene. This is a good time for that. Wow! Luigi looks so hilarious when he walks around in a penguin suit. It was my fault that DK Island blew up. It was my fault that guys... Oh yeah, DK64 is another one. Probably need to ground pound that area under the Ice Bro for the third and final one. The Ice Bro that was like by the flagpole? Oh, I said I was going to equip a power-up. And then immediately forgot. Interesting, interesting. You know, so far tonight, we've done really well finding star coins. This is the first one we've actually had to play, like, more than twice, probably, to see. But part of the problem was that I lost the penguin suit last time. So let's try not to do that this time. Like, oh, this one maybe you mean. Yes, because I saw the coins going down. Yes, yes, yes. An odd formation of coins. But that just surprises me. Because then you have, like, half the level here where nothing happens. It's weird for all the star coins to appear so soon. not have one a little closer to the end, but if that's what the level designers wanted, then I guess that's the way it goes. Thank you, Super Tom Brother. I win some, I lose some. You know, for every epic move I make, you know that something silly is just moments away. Alright, we got spot for an item. So, interesting that the bosses aren't Boom Boom anymore. I see Kamek on top of the fortress coming up. So, like, you're really... No, the game is really front-loaded with Boom Booms. And then Nintendo finally got their act together and, like, made some new mini-bosses, it would seem. Very strange. Always one. Invisible block floors to ground pound would be diabolical in Mario Maker. Yeah, for how much Nintendo seems to love the, you know, invisible walls and stuff. Mario Maker didn't have anything like that. Wiggler Rodeo. Lots of Wiggler today. Mario Maker. Oh, now he's small. Now he's mini and you can't even freeze him. Alright. And you've got Chain Chomps. Should I be like ground pounding that to get a star? There you go. And it wasn't even the Chain Chomp that ended up getting me. It was something else. Oh, wow. Freaking squirrel guy we haven't seen since like World 1 suddenly messing everything up. So after you hit the stake, it seems like maybe you're invincible. Like they can't hurt you? Interesting. Now I'm guessing he'll break the things maybe? Aww. Okay. I didn't mind taking that hit back there. It was like, I'm probably gonna get a thing anyway. It looks like you need it for this. Okay, there you go. This level has been less about wigglers and more about chain chomps and squirrels, but it is what it is. This game would be like getting the G before the checkpoint in a DKC game. It just doesn't happen. It feels, or like those times in the DKC games where like you get the K and then the checkpoint and like the O, N, and G are after it. Like, why is it so lopsided like that? Definitely something along those lines. All right, Rainbow Skywalk. We found Rainbow Road, everybody. Wow, it really is rainbow. I'm shocked that there's no bonus in this game for having 99 lives. Like, usually it's they don't have a hat anymore or something. But you know, this game just doesn't care that you are skilled. So, like, should I just be staying on one of them? For some reason, I was thinking, you know, we should try and bring both, but I guess you're really just supposed to take one. There you go. All right, we got dancing coins in the air. So these are kind of reminiscent of a couple things from Mario World. Mario World has those numbered platforms that when you stand on them, they start moving and they count down. And they also have those mushroom platforms that as you stand on them, they start sinking. Okay. But why? Obviously, this is something. 47 seconds for whatever's still ahead. Well, I see a POW block. It's like, should I just throw it? Interesting! Then it like shoots them off into space. I knew there had to be some gimmick. There's a lot of cool enemies in New Super Mario Bros. U. They really did get like the whole roster in here. It's the, that's why they call it the Smash Brothers Ultimate of Mario games. Nobody actually calls it that. I mean, yeah, getting all the money shouldn't matter. I do want to keep standing on this. Can I keep going up? It definitely looks like you should be able to go over this wall. Oh, there's something. So what did I miss? Like, I guess I'm not getting that. I should just beat the level, I guess? All right. I know it's way past September, but have you ever played educational games for a back-to-school stream? That is such a neat idea. We've played, I've streamed Mario is Missing and Mario's Time Machine for the NES. What other ones? Like, there's Mario's Fundamentals. Super Nintendo had a few weird ones. There's like Mario's Numbers, Mario's Fundamentals. I'm trying to think of what other educational-ish games. I mean, it doesn't have to be a Mario game, I guess. You didn't say Mario educational game. You just said educational game. But that's a neat idea. I like that. But okay, we know where we're going. The thing is, though, I'm not sure how... oh, I would take that. I'm not sure how it's expected for us to break those blocks open. Guess we'll take the way we didn't last time. Although it probably didn't really do all that much. Maybe we need to get all these coins? Usually, like, blue coins don't matter, though. Oh, it's a P-switch! Duh! Duh! Okay, so that makes more sense. You do Oregon Trail? Remember seeing oh yeah, I did stream all 4 NES Sesame Street games in a single sitting. It's like a year and a half ago now. What was it? It was Big Bird Speaks, and then it was Sesame Street 1, 2, 3, Sesame Street ABC. There's the combo ABC 1, 2, 3 cart, which like we didn't have to play because we played them individually. And then there was freaking Count Chocula's Adventure, which was weird. Okay, so yeah, it's a P-switch. Does it come up with the platform? No. So you gotta hit it like before you go too high. It's going down a little. Come on! Ugh. Oh my gosh. Okay, do something like this. Okay, oh, so that's the gimmick. I can't jump because then it's slowing down the platform. That's surprisingly strict. You love Count Chocula's Adventure. The Sesame Street games I played, yes. But we need some new material. I'm trying to think of other educational games. Like Super Nintendo probably has a few more. Be something to look into. All right, give me the acorn. And let's do it this time. So here, over here, over here. So now the trick is don't jump. That's like, I guess, what it's trying to tell you. And also don't get jammed against the wall. But it's possible. Very possible. Fennec with the LOL. We're getting it. We're getting it. This is just silly. And surprisingly, you know, it's very strict. And like, there's not much room for error. But I like it. I like a good challenge. So let's get this guy again. In fact, what's messing me up more than anything is probably the squirrel suit. So let's just skip that this time. And now we just got normal old Luigi here with no... I was going to say with no floating. I mean, Mario U plus Luigi is already enough floating for one lifetime. I always miss that jump. The PC games, they don't really start, but Jumpstart was the thing at one time. Reader Rabbit, let's go. Millie's Math House. Did anyone else play Math Circus back in the day? That was my jam at school. It's like, anytime you went to the library, it's like, all right, Math Circus, the closest thing I can get to playing a video game at school. Let's go. I guess we'll get this again. It didn't help all that much to not get it. Alright, one last time. The trick seems to be to just kind of like hide in the middle. Oh my gosh. Number Munchers, yes. Oh, there was a game, Gizmos and Gadgets. I beat that. That's like probably one of the first computer games I ever beat. Like, it was kind of like educational-ish, but it also tried to fool you into thinking it was a platformer. So I was like, yeah, this is great. Not realizing all the learning it was making me do along the way. But that was fun. Yeah, you know, oh no, computer games like that were great back in the day. Dang it, says David Ray. All right. let's get serious here. Apologize, everyone, for playing so poorly. Alright, the first section, not really a big deal. It's just the end there. And it's not even like we're dying, it's just you get one shot at the P-switch thing, and that's it. We don't need that. Okay, let's go up the elevator here one last time. This is it, everyone. Don't blink. At last, we'll finally get Star Coin. Just needed a minute there. Finally. Now, don't die. Don't die. Don't do something stupid. There we go. Remember a game called Midnight Rescue? Nice. Don't think I've heard that one. There's a few games back in the day I can think of playing on the computer, but like I can't put a name to them. Does anyone else have games like that you played as a kid? And you know, you've never been able to you probably never heard the name. Like you go to a friend's house and they'll have games on their computer and you'll play them, and you won't think twice about what they're called. And, you know, now years later, it's like, oh man, you know, I wonder what that was. I'd like to check it out again. And it's just, you have no clue. I have quite a few games like that. And, you know, console games is one thing, because a console library can only be so big. But a computer game? Like, it's limitless. And it's nearly impossible to just type into, like, Google or whatever a general description of the game, because there's so many computer games and shareware and freeware. It could have been anything. You can't say number muncher? No, did YouTube block you when you tried to say it? So many other... Yes. Alright, I think we're good up to this point. Nice. Alright, finally, the fortress with Kamek on top. Stone Crushed Tower. Sounds like just about every tower we've already done. Alright, well the gimmick seems to be that there are fire bros. We've already got the first star coin. I guess at some point there's still going to be a secret exit. Somewhere in World 7. You know, they don't take you to other worlds anymore. I see Luigi's head there. I don't trust this wall. Yes. Not essential. But good to know. Yeah, I gotta keep our eyes peeled everywhere. How about here? Like, I don't trust this floor. So I go through the floor. Now, there's a coin. Is that number 2? Yes. Oh, I was gonna throw it at him and it broke on the ceiling. Okay. The reason I'm being silly here is I don't trust this floor either. Okay. Bowser, one time I smashed Luigi with a rock 0. Anything in these pipes? Interesting that the, you know, I guess the ice ball melts when it touches the fireball, which makes a lot of sense. But just an interesting interaction. Now, what does this mean? Like, I don't trust this ceiling whatsoever. Oh, wait, where'd the floor go? What the heck am I looking at? Okay. Like, it's obviously gonna close, yes, something like that. There's gotta be something here, obviously. Obviously. If it wasn't there, then it means we... Oh, shit, the money, Almost ran out of time. I don't even think about the time limit, like I said. Had that experience once. There was a computer and aunt or cousin had all kinds of games on it. I can't remember everything I played, just that the visit just flew by, right? Chip's Challenge used to be one of those games I played at a friend's house on their computer back in the day, and it took a few years before I found out what that was. But that's obviously a more common one. Like, there's a lot more obscure stuff I played back then that just seems to be lost to time, unfortunately. Which is why I always check out those discs when I see them that are like, 200 freeware games. And I love going through those and seeing if I recognize anything. Now you have to face Kamek. Yeah, it's so weird how, like, in the early game, it's always Boom Boom. And then all of a sudden in the last couple of worlds here, they decided to actually make some unique mini-bosses. I'm not sure what made them change their philosophy all of a sudden. But... Oh, no! Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. We are on the clock here. No way. Oh, I was really hoping that would count. Okay, there we go. I remember playing Number Bunch Special Ed on Apple II. Man, they were old. They had 2 floppy drives. Man, remember floppy drives? You know how Kamek can spawn just about everything under the sun. Yeah, Kamek is an interesting Mario character. You'd think Bowser would have a lot more success with Kamek's help. But I guess that's what Paper Mario is all about. With the Star Spirits, it all went south. But okay. So you know what game I'm playing right now? And I don't like I don't necessarily like talking about games I'm currently playing because spoilers have a tendency to come up, and it's like whatever in terms of this game. But maybe I don't want to know. I'm not gonna say the name of the game. I'm playing a game right now that everyone says is like Paper Mario, but it's not. But it's like it, and it's fantastic. Really, really good. I'm so happy to finally be checking it out. And it came out like a few years ago now. I'm trying to think of the exact date. I hope it hasn't been too long. Let's see. What year did that game come out? Was it pre-2020? Okay. 2019. And I just realized that by Googling it. You never know what's going to come up. You know what it is, says Fennec. It's Bug Fables. Of course it's Bug Fables. Awesome. So happy to be... checking what's behind the start because the floor is apparently disappearing. So good. If you're looking for something that's like Paper Mario, I highly recommend it. Okay, well, we got the blocks flying at us. We got the star coin there. And we're just standing on top of like a big Cheerio here. Kind of moseying along. And that's that. And then the floor starts disappearing again. There's something up there probably, right? Like, why is there a ceiling all of a sudden? Kind of strange. I feel like I'm definitely missing some things. Oh, like maybe that. I can't tell if this is the way we're supposed to go or if this is a secret. We'll be able to tell by the color of the flagpole. Secret. This is an auto-scroll level because of the disappearing and vanishing platforms. Well, I probably missed something, so it's all good that we're going to have to play it a second time anyway. And where will that secret exit lead us to? That's like a shortcut right to the... I hope I can go back up this slide. I didn't mean to press that and for it to be like a one-way trip. Wow, that just really skips half the world right there. All right, Luigi, do it. Accomplish every kid's dream of running up the slide at the McDonald's play place. There we go. So when I was a kid at the McDonald's play place, you know, the McDonald's took those seriously. I think they were just new at the time, just starting to introduce them to their restaurants. And you'd be up there playing, having a grand old time, and the freaking, like, official McDonald's play place man or whatever would come in. And he'd be like, all right, everyone, come down. We're going to go over the rules of the play place. So you're supposed to go sit down there, and I guess they'll tell you, no climbing on this. You got to make sure you wear socks. And if you didn't bring socks, man, they were strict about you better be wearing socks in there. You could buy official Ronald McDonald socks. And you'll get your fill that way. Okay, there you go. Weird. I don't trust this wall. But yeah, different times. Now I don't think they even build the play places anymore. I can't remember the last time I saw a restaurant with a play area. Now McDonald's is all about that cardboard box aesthetic. They want you to feel like you are being packaged up and shipped out. R.I.P. the play places, right? Okay, did I miss it, or is it still out here somewhere? Andrew, remember the ball pit at McDonald's? I remember how sick I got. Like, the ball pit was cool, but I'll never forget one time. You know, we walked to McDonald's. My parents and my grandparents, we walked over there, had dinner, played in the play place. I was all over that ball pit, under the balls, over like this. And then the next day, I was so sick. It's like it had to be the ball pit. So I don't think that's the worst decision. That's they no longer put ball pits into recreational facilities. Okay, so we're still missing a dragon coin, I think. So why is he back in World 1? Should I go do that? We can also go back there and get some more items, I guess. I missed the third and final star coin. Yes, we're gonna have to go back and check that out. But like, do I have to do this nabbit? I mean, it's like he shows up. It's like you feel like kind of obligated, but we've already done him in World 1. Where can you even find fun pits anymore? Or like the gymnastics place would have like the foam pit. Remember the foam pit? That was what it was all about. There was like a year or two where just having your birthday party at the gymnastics gymnasium or whatever they call it was like the popular thing with the trampolines and the rock climbing wall, only for like a couple of years. And then it just went out of style or something, I guess. But that's where I remember that from. Nabbit rotates numerically between the first 7 worlds after you catch him all 7 times as required. Alright, so we don't really need to do him again. Good to know. It's getting Nabbit all the time considering 100% in the game. So I think you have to do him once per world. We already did him in World 1, so now that lets me know that if we do see him again, we don't actually have to worry about it. Thank you for letting me know. Get out of here, Nabbit. And I think we've done all 7 times. The popular thing here was Chuck E. Cheese. Yes, I had a couple, like not my birthday. I think I went to 1 or 2 birthday parties at Chuck E. Cheese. Palladium. Is that a thing in the US? Palladium? That was the popular place. Oh, wait, nope, forgot the star coin. For birthdays here. You know, they had arcade machines, you know, batting cages, all that sort of stuff. That was for many years where everyone went to have their birthdays. You know, they had like the old Neo Geo machines, you know, of course the racing games, the light gun games. There was one time, and it didn't last long, they had this like it was almost like a room you went into. And I think it was a Tekken game. And it was essentially motion controls. Like it was supposed to, you could just, you know, move your arms and stuff, and then the characters are supposed to replicate that. And this is long before the Kinect or anything like that. We're talking late 90s this existed. You know, motion controls of that nature. Again, it required like this big sort of room that you would go into to sense all your movements, I guess. And I remember that being really fascinating, but it didn't last long. I'm not sure why it went away. Like, this is a fake door? The only other option then is somewhere around here. Like, down? Yes. Ugh. Look at that slide. Okie dokie. The popular place here is Culver's Burgers and Custard. I know all about that, Miles Luigi. That reminds me. Okay, so I went to the Midwest Gaming Classic with Miles Luigi, and that was the last place we went before you drove me to the bus station in Chicago. And I got to that bus, and at Culver's, I had 3 like full cups of soda. And then that was it. You took me to the bus station, and like I wasn't gonna leave my freaking luggage alone in Chicago, and I couldn't go into the bathroom with it. So I waited for the bus for like an hour, and then I got into the bus, and it was like a 6-hour ride or something. And then finally, when we got off at the next station, I was able to use the washroom. So that's my memory of Culver's. But all right, what are we doing here? I feel like we've gone a little bit off topic. All right, it's fuzzy time. The only ball pit now might be... Is that the Five Nights at Freddy's? What am I doing here? What, we've gotten all out of whack. I'm always saying how easy these are because of the star power. Alright. We had Chuck E. Cheese Discovery Zone. Discovery Zone was... Oh, I used to love Discovery Zone. This is such a weird... I didn't mean to get on the whole tangent of play places. How did we get on this? Oh, because the slide. Climbing up the slide. We get you totally yelled at back in the day. Like, I kind of want to get rid of one of these P things. Because I don't really use them. Like, I don't mind using items from time to time. But the P thing seems a little too cheap. Everyone talks about the robots at Freddy's. No one talks about the pizza. It's probably pretty good, but no one tries it. Okay, 1. Let's get powered back up. A bunch of mega piranha plants. Didn't mean to fall into that, but it happens. 2. Normally I'm not too worried about the red coin challenge, but I wouldn't mind an extra power-up. Just like that. And what did I miss? That! That was the easiest level of the night, I think. That was like I blinked and it was over. No, keep the P acorns in case you need them to survive the harder levels. That's a fair point. It just, again, it's not like it's the white cat suit or something. But still it feels a little unfair at times. But then if you get hit, you lose it, right? So, I guess it's not that unfair. You still gotta be good. Alright, I want the, that question mark block. I want to see what that's all about. Oh, I was supposed to be looking at the pattern. I didn't realize how this worked. But you can kind of like get a glimpse at it. That's my bad. Well, we ended up where we wanted to go anyway. You like the Luigi cloud in the background for that level. Pizza's probably forgettable. Everyone goes to those places for the games and for the fun. How about that, the ticket machine where like the light goes around and you have to stop it on the jackpot? One time as a kid, you know, not thinking too much about it, wasted so many tokens on that. And I eventually did win, but it probably wasn't worth like the amount of tokens that I spent on it to get like 200 tickets or something. Like it was fun and all, but I guess we'll just get rid of this. Again, I've said before, I wish there was an option to just equip it instantly, because that would actually have helped a little. Above the bouncy clouds. Hey, it's Yoshi, everyone! Finally! The first time since like World 3 or 4 or something that this guy just decided to show up. Okay, so that's how you do that, I guess. Whoa! Thought I was gonna make that landing. You think Chuck E... Oh, okay, we don't need to worry about that guy. You think Chuck E. Cheese out-pizza'd Pizza Hut at one point? You like that the clouds sing. Yeah, that's the thing about New Super Mario Brothers. Everything's gotta sing, right? Alright, let's do this. So there's Yoshi again. Wow, you got a really big bounce off of that. So this isn't hard. I just made a really slight mistake there. That was like almost as close as you could get with that. Should I be trying all these pipes? We got bouncing Goombas. We got a big ol' piranha plant there. Might have to defeat him and go down the pipe that he's on top of? This one's green, which makes me think maybe this one we can go down. Whoa! What a... It disappeared just as I was gonna touch it. Wow, in Mario World, you get a, what's it called? A 1-up if 2 Yoshi eggs spawn, but in this game it's just a mushroom. So, now we're under here. Boomerang Bro being kind of a pain. We don't have all day to hit multi-coin blocks. There aren't too many multi-coin blocks in this game because they know that you don't really have the time to just stand around and hit them, I guess. Surprisingly, nothing in here? It's kind of weird. Oh, okay. These last couple of levels actually surprisingly easy. This could be the only Yoshi in the game, and now he's gone. I can't believe that you can count the number of times Yoshi appears in, like, each new Super Mario Brothers game on one hand. Like, you figure they would use him more, but that's it. Bye, Yoshi. Looks like 2 more levels to go tonight. 3-headed snake block. What's that all about? Yoshi can't afford to spend 100 coins to give you a 1-up mushroom anymore. Not in this economy. Well, we appreciate it nonetheless. Okay, 3-headed snake block. All right, there it goes, everyone. You heard it here first. 3 heads. All right, well, I see that. Yeah, obviously. Oh, I was hoping we could do something cool. Might as well just restart, since it's at the very beginning anyway. So that was a big thing about this game, is that starting with New Super Mario Bros. On the DS, and then you can't touch that guy? There's literally nothing about him that should hurt you. I didn't think that he would be harmful. I thought maybe you'd bounce off him or something. I did not think it was going to cause Luigi so much pain to touch a cloud blowing wind. But here we are. So, what was the comment I was going to comment on? Oh, the music. So yeah, this marked the first time that they actually changed up the soundtrack since the original New Super Mario Brothers, I think. That was just some weird Luigi slipperiness there. And I did appreciate that back when it first came out. Where, like, yeah, you know, the Wii and NSMB2 have, like, kind of remixes, but the tunes were still the same as the original DS one. But this one finally got some new music, and I did like that. Because by the time it came out, I was getting a little tired of the old music. But if you're asking, like, you know, overall which music's better, the original game is certainly very iconic. Okay, now where do we go from here? I would like a power-up, so we are going to put some effort. Where am I? That's a really good question. Do those actually, like, blow you around, or is it just annoying fog? Whoa, I didn't even know that was there! Okay. And now it's just about survival, I guess. So considering the level gives you 100 seconds, you know, that didn't even take up half of that. So they could have made that twice as long and twice as difficult. Oh no, Boomer Bear! You did get to go to a local theme park once. You did have go-karts, bumper boats, and most importantly, an arcade. Yes! Yeah, places like that are great, but they built over it. It's too bad. They should port the new Super Mario games to the Switch. I always, we're talking before, you know, U Deluxe came out. I always hoped they would do a combo pack of all of them. But then that came out and it kind of ruined any hopes of it. Nintendo and bundles. You know, effort is not a word that am I gonna get trapped? Like, is this really bad? I like how it puts all those coins there and then kills you. It's like, this gives you a little bit of a treat before mashing you into the wall. But yeah, unfortunately, it's like you shouldn't expect much when it comes to Nintendo and remakes and re-releases, unfortunately. Which is a shame. Because, you know, you look at All-Stars and, you know, they put 4 games on that and updated the graphics and music and everything. And obviously I get that it's different than, you know, it's more work in the modern day, but you figure they could have done it. Like, just reuse the assets for the later, you know, for U, yeah, New Super Mario Bros. U, and kind of remake the DS one. And Wii, like, you'd think they could have done it, but I guess not. Anything up here? Oh my gosh, no. Luigi's head is going to be so flat. Mario 3D All-Stars was a disappointment. And then, of course, there's the Galaxy right now, which is somehow even more expensive than like any other Switch game for 2 Wii games that you could have bought on the Wii U eShop for $10 each. That was so Mario Maker-esque there. Oh yeah, shoving me into the wall? That's so true. They should get Gen Alpha to enjoy a series. Alright. So, here I am looking for secrets, but it seems to be that like these places on the top and bottom of the screen are just for hiding so that you don't get mashed. Fair enough. It wasn't actually that hard once we took it a little more seriously. And again, I'm searching so hard for these things, and yet they're kind of just in your face. So is that gonna, like, mush you right into the wall? It becomes a race then. Okay. I'm also forgetting again about the time limit. I feel like we've probably wasted way too much time. So in this case... Oh, is this just like a safe spot? Okay. And now we have 36 seconds to figure out the rest of this. Alright, something down there. Just like that. And they always put the exact same hidden block right before the door. It's the only boss in Mario World that's, like, unique and not repeated. What can we expect from this guy? We got 3 of them, apparently. Each. So the middle, like, am I to assume that the middle one's still the one you want to hit? Yeah. Hey, there's the blue shell from Mario Kart. So he's gonna do the same thing again. Okay, but this time it looks like the right one, probably because it shot 3. Okay. And this is it. It's either gonna be me or him. I probably could have got him when he came out of the shell. Oh. I think I deserve to die at one point there. I definitely clipped the blue. The game didn't count it, so we're not going to complain. But whoa, that was good. That was a lot of fun. 3 more worlds of Mario U down. Somehow this world took us, I think, the least amount of time of all of them tonight. We're only getting faster somehow, which I hope there's a lot of challenge coming up, because otherwise next week's stream might be a little short. But you know, I'm not gonna jinx anything. Is that what I should say? Like, World 9 people have been beefing up, so we'll see when we get there. But all right, everyone, the real Ludwig lands last. Yes. When do the clones hurt you when you try to stop them? Right? Who knows? Peach's Castle. And I did like that about this game, where they make Peach's Castle the kind of destination to get to. I always thought that would be neat, so when this game came out, it was cool to see them do that. So with that, I think that's where we're finishing off for tonight. Getting 3 more worlds of new Super Mario Bros. U down, where next time we're doing World 8 and World 9, and seeing again if they are as tough as everyone says. So thanks for watching, everyone. Kinda wish they did the shooter stuff from Mario Land and more. Yeah, like some, you know, mixing it up a bit like that could be cool. Sure, you don't want to finish the game. I'd only think another 5 hours. That definitely sounds like another stream. Yeah, last time we did 4 worlds, and I don't think that was the move we should have made. So I think 3 has been a perfect number for tonight. And again, next time looks like we'll be wrapping up. Wait. Okay, well, I forgot about there being an airship. Here I am. Everyone's probably left already, but for the 2 of you who stayed, I forgot that we were not actually at World 8 yet. I thought maybe there would be a cutscene, but that's right, that's right.
And then New Super Mario Brothers Wii started this whole, like, psych, there's an airship thing. But alright, the true final level of the night, everybody. Look at that. No, not that again. So, like, it makes you think that you can just get it. And again, we saw that a couple times. Like, there's no... I'm not going to beat the whole airship level. Oh! I say... So maybe it wasn't you have to use the bombs to break it open. It was always about the hand? But yeah, in a level like an airship, you're not going to go through the whole thing and beat the boss and then play it all over again for 1 star coin. So I was about to take a dive, thinking that we couldn't get it. But here I was, forgetting an essential part of a healthy breakfast here. So if I just stand here, will Bowser punch through it? Yes. I probably should have stood to the other side of it. There you go. And that's very nice. So what do we want to do now? It's kind of hide out? What's that all about? A 1-up! Not something we really... No! Okay. I don't like these moving blocks, because I can just see myself getting sandwiched in between them. Are they going to do another thing where they hide it behind the clouds? As we've seen a few times. Hopefully we haven't... Oh, no, I see it, I see it, I see it! Nothing? Down here? Really? That's crazy. The Green Lightning! Hi! Welcome! You had a really good day today? That's awesome. Glad you had a good day. Hope everyone had a good day. Oh, I was trying to get to, like, those coins on the left there, thinking that maybe you could go through, and just... I'll totally accept. And another case of where that arrow sign is, meaning that there's, like, a floor that you can go through nearby. There always seems to be a connection there. But, alright, I guess we're done. All 3 coins. Oh, wow, I had 7 seconds left again. Forgetting about looking at the time. So he's throwing bombs at him? Or no, I'm jumping on him maybe. Oh, he's getting rid of the floor? What if I just did some of this? Is that all I gotta do? I was worried for a second, but I'm like, can you get rid of all the floor? But thankfully it looks like it comes back. Oh no, I took away like our best thing. Oh, okay, something like this. Okay. A little sloppy at the end, but we did it. That's broken, says Hackin' Quackin'. Yeah, we're wrapping up here. That's... Okay, I hope that I'm not... I took my hands off the controller. Usually that's the end of it, but okay. Oh, wait, no? I can't tell if we're done or if there's going to be like a second phase. I can't move. That's an important... Okay, I'm still not moving. And he just did that on his own. All right. I was ready to go. I was like, bring it on, but I guess not. Thanks, Richard. You love the final boss of Mario Wonder, but it was like the only good boss in that game. Yeah, I do remember the final boss, and I did. We did enjoy that. Yes. Whoa! Imagine this is a family stream, man, saying something like that. And we have now super cleared World 7. I believe we got a message like that after every world, right? So now this is where I want to stop, because I don't want to go into the fog just yet. What? When did we miss that? The heck level was that?
stream just doesn't want to end. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Like, what is it? Level 7 of World 6? Oh, wait. Nope. We're going the wrong way here. Wayoshi keeps streaming forever. Why not? I'm so confused. How do I get out of this world? This way. Okay. Level 7? What level was this? Was this the one with the light up blocks? I thought I got all the coins in this level. Oh! That's right. We had a whole conversation about being, missing items. And then, like, 5 seconds later, we ended up missing the item in this level. Okay, this should not be difficult. So I'll wrap up here, because I can't imagine this is going to take too much longer. Thanks again, everyone, for joining tonight. We got another 3 worlds of new Super Mario Bros. U down. New Super Luigi U, I should say. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. I'm really glad I'm finally getting around to beating it, just like I'm glad I finally got around to beating Mario Galaxy 2. And I look forward to finishing it up all with you next time. Yeah, if I just remembered that. That was like the most anticlimactic thing ever now. But it's good we got it done. Okay, don't fall in that hole after all that. Thanks, Hackin' Quackin'. Thanks, everyone. And I guess, actually, that's the thing, is that now you can't save. Because, like, you need to beat a castle. I can't believe I didn't notice he didn't do his dance last time. You know, when we left here the first time. I guess the confusing part is, like, there's the whole 2 entrances to the castle, and my mind wasn't on it. But seeing it after the end of the 7th world kind of reminded me. Well, there's nothing to... Oh. Okay. So now we're going to finally find out what happens when you get to the question mark block. We get an item. Again, if you could just let me, like, instantly equip that, I would appreciate it, but apparently not. So bye-bye, Acorn. And did we forget to do this too? What we're going to do is we're going to, I guess, equip. What should we equip? We'll equip the propeller hat. And then we can do this. Assuming this is even, okay, it is an item 1. We're just finishing up World 7 here. Quick save exists. Yes, okay. I think I got a quick glimpse of which one that was. It should be the 3rd one, 1st one, 4th one, 3rd one, 1st one, 3rd one, 2nd one. Someday we'll get both. Someday. But yeah, we're going to be quick saving right here. Nah, don't worry. We'll have no problem saving next time for reals. But this time, so all those stars, someone said that there's a level in World 9 where we'll be thankful to have those. That should be interesting. I'm very intrigued by that. But now you get to see quick save. So we'll go here, quick save, quick save. And just like that, everyone, thank you for watching again. Take care and have a great night.